Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I want to see the Hawks. I want to see the Hawks kick everybody's ass. I want those days back. We're the outsiders. We've always been the outsiders. We don't belong there. And then we're winning 8-9 games. We're on the SEC championship game. I want to get back to that, guys. Let's go kick some ass.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking.
No.
You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Man, this week's just flown by. I don't know about you guys, but this just flown by for me. Here we are, Friday. SEC Media Days has come to a conclusion. Everybody's heading home from Tampa. And glad to be here. Good morning, guys.
Man, what's happening? You moved into your house yet?
No, it happens, it's finalized today. It's finalized today. Then the unpacking begins.
It's a process.
Well,
You
and
plan on moving again anytime soon?
I've turned it into an ordeal, is what I've done. If you want to be very honest, and I have a tendency to do things like that. But yeah, it's no, this is the last time. It's going to be feet first next time.
How would you like to be a college or basketball coach in football? And, be an assistant.
I don't know how they do
years.
it. I don't know how they do it. I mean, I really don't. You've got to have, I guess, a realtor on retainer. I'm not sure. Now, granted, when you're the head coach and you move into a new town, everybody's anxious to be your pal. Everyone wants to be your friend, sell you a house, and that's a pretty good place to start. So, it's going fine.
All that stuff's great, but still moving. And, if you can afford all the things that come along with moving, like moving companies and whatever, that's great. But it's still moving, and you still got to get figured out where it is. And, I am still struggling for my move, finding where I put the stuff that was in the junk drawer that was so valuable to me. Like a pen or Band-Aids or a box cutter that were in just a junk drawer.
For me, it's I've seen something that I've not used in forever, but I just can't part with it. I mean, no, I'm not going to throw it away. But but
it was always in the drawer.
Yeah,
when you go to move,
that's right.
You're like, where did that go? It didn't have a specific spot it was going to.
Is that like an American thing? The junk drawer in the kitchen?
I think
everybody.
I've always had one.
I've always had one. Yeah. Yes.
Put it on the poll. Do you have a junk drawer?
That's awesome.
Bart, do you have a junk drawer?
It's the drawer that you say, like, on some Saturday, I'm going to get this thing cleaned up. Because there's 75.
My mother-in-law says that like every time.
75% of the things in there you never use.
That's right.
25% of the things in there, you know right where it is when you need it.
And you use it all the time.
Or a fair amount. But there's a whole bunch of other stuff in there that's like Chuck said, you just can't get rid of it.
What's in your junk drawer? Send us pictures.
There you go.
Send us pictures on the
I
text
don't know if we
line.
want to see
the
that.
obligatory roll of Scotch tape.
Yes, that's like the number one. If this was Family Feud, that would be the number one answer.
Yeah.
What's
Bart,
in your
do you have a
junk drawer?
Do you have a junk drawer?
I do not.
I was going to say, if there's one guy that does
Did
not
you have
a
one
junk
like
drawer,
when you were living in like with a lot of people in a house? Like,
was it organized? Was
family?
your junk drawer organized?
Really?
It was color-coded, I'm sure.
No, there's no.
do you know about the junk drawer?
I'm familiar with
okay.
The concept.
The concept. I don't participate.
Well, here's how it works. You open the drawer, generally the one that's like farthest away from the kitchen
Sometimes
sink.
it doesn't open because it's jammed, because it has too much stuff in
Yes.
it. Yeah.
It's a roll of Scotch.
Throw
tape that
one or
jams
two
it.
things in there. Roll of Scotch tape's a good place to start. And it's like magic. A year from now, that drawer will be packed with junk. And
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to choose to.
But there's just it makes it feel like home.
See, my junk drawer came out of not knowing where to put things.
Yes.
Kara is super organized. She's got a place for everything. When I moved in with her after getting married, there is a sort of a junk drawer, but it's very organized.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's a miscellaneous drawer. It's not there's just a bunch of stuff piled in there. For me, it started, Scotch tape or the felt pads you get like if you have a hardwood floor and you put them on the bottom of your chair.
That's a good one.
And then you got some extra ones. Or you got the double-sided tape.
Thumbtacks.
Or something that.
Push pins.
The
Pens,
things that
just
you
like-
used to hang pictures. Like that, that you would put.
This would
these
drive me
extra
insane.
things. Well, so where do you put it? You got to find a place for all these random things.
Who stores push pins? I mean, what do you do?
I've got a place for them. They're in my desk.
Well, I mean,
Where do you
I've
put
got
your
other
first
things in
aid?
my desk
Where do you
drawer.
put your first aid kit?
It's in the hall closet.
Hall closet.
What else is in the hall
Yes.
closet?
Beach towels.
Towels.
Extra pillows.
Throw pillows.
I wouldn't think to put
blankets.
the first aid
sunscreen,
kit
first aid
in with
kit.
the extra pillows and the towels. Would
Flashlight.
you, Chuck?
It's
No, I'd
easily.
put it in the junk drawer right there in the
no,
cabinet.
it's easily
too.
No, the
accessible.
first
I
aid
open
kit's too
I open
big.
the door and
It's
it's
too big
just
for the
right
junk drawer.
there.
do you have a fire extinguisher, Bart?
No,
Yeah, you
Oh, quit
Do you have a-
lying. You
did-
know you do.
did
no,
you-
I have a fire blanket.
I thought you were going
Like,
to say you had a fire hydrant.
No, I have a fire blanket
Okay.
that like you throw over something and it
Really?
puts out the fire.
What would-
Like if you
what
start
would
a skillet
possess
fire
you
in the
to
skillet
get
or
a
something?
fire blanket?
It was given
fire.
to me. It was a gift.
Well, what should I get Bart? How about a fire blanket? He'll love that.
That is incredible. Well, what is this? Oh, it's a fire blanket.
Not like a
You
Christmas-
should
I
have.
needed
Not
one
like,
of those.
not like a Christmas or a birthday gift.
Hey.
It was just given to me.
What a great
Where do
Christmas
you-
morning line. You know, I've really been needing one of those.
Where do you get a fire blanket?
I don't know, probably on Amazon
fire
or
store.
something.
I was thinking more of a store that somebody happened into. And
No.
said, you know, that'd be good for Bart.
No, I think my parents probably saw it on Good Morning America or the Today Show. and
From
they
your
bought it.
parents. Your parents got it.
Yeah.
for
You
you.
can get one at
Wow.
Home Depot for $13.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
yeah,
Fire blanket.
That's
I had no
incredible.
idea.
yeah. They got 3 of them. They
Does
got
this
one for.
Does
them,
this
one for me,
qualify
one
as
for
a
my brother.
stocking stuffer at $13 or
No, this was not
it's a
this
packaged
was, this
gift?
was not like I said. This was not a Christmas
Oh,
or
okay.
a birthday gift.
Just an
This is-
everyday-
This is just
Just thinking
they,
of you.
No, they came to
Saw this
visit.
fire blanket.
They
today.
came
Oh,
to
you know,
visit.
Bart could
They
use
had
that.
gotten 3 of them, and they're like, "Here, have one."
Okay.
Sometimes you buy flowers just because.
Yeah.
Sometimes you buy a fire blanket.
Looking
Just
out for
because.
me, man.
Ever
Come
since
on.
that,
You know,
that pyromaniac anywhere at an early age.
Louise.
did they watch like Fire
God,
Country?
God
one
forbid
night?
people
Fire
are looking
starter.
out for you.
I just wonder where it came from.
that is
I-
interesting.
I got to be honest. I've never in my life, A, had the idea to buy somebody a fire blanket. B, even know what it is.
I think, Bart, you're the first person I have ever known to own a fire blanket. I mean, now that I think about it.
Do you get the blanket if you have an electric blanket? Do you have a fire blanket bedside in case the electric blanket
good
catches
question.
on fire?
Is the fire
that what
blanket
it's
warm?
for?
Is the fire blanket warm?
No, it's for small fires in the house. Like if you're cooking something and it catches on fire, or like which.
Bam, just
Which
stamp
is
it
not,
out.
you cover it with the blanket. Any small fire, you cover it with the blanket and it puts it out.
Would that work with any blanket or just a fire blanket?
Well, the fire blanket is designed to smother the
got you.
fire. I mean, you can use other blankets, other
It sounds
Great.
like a handy thing. It sounds like pretty nifty.
I don't.
Well, listen. We're
Do you keep
enthralled.
it folded up?
This-
Is
it's in the
folded?
box.
Okay.
It's in the
All right.
box.
Like, is it easily accessible in the box? Where in the house is it?
It's in the pantry.
It's in
So
the
if you
pantry
had
in
a,
the box.
let's just theoretically say you're cooking something and you have a fire on the stove.
Yeah.
And I mean, these things can get out of control really fast.
They can.
So you've got to go to
Grease,
the pantry, open the box up, get the fire blanket out.
Yeah, the pantry's just right there. Like,
Okay.
it's-
Is the box easy to open?
Yes.
It's not, you don't have to use a box.
You don't
cutter.
think maybe you need to have it like hanging up somewhere?
no, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think I'll be doing that.
Can you
Chuck.
see it now? Like Bart's got friends over, they're cooking together, and fire breaks out, and you know all the girls start screaming, "Ah, it's fire!" Bart.
hero
Bart says,
Hold
I
on.
got this.
Hold
he-
on,
He
lady.
strolls over to
I
the
got
pantry.
this.
He
Hold
comes
on.
back and just
Everybody remain calm.
takes the blanket and slaps it on the fire. It's like,
Yeah, I can see
there
that
you go.
happening.
Let's go to Chili's. Call it a day.
Yes.
Enough cooking for the day. Bart, why do you not understand that this is very unique to us? You act like this is like
You
you're
act
over there
like
shaking
everyone
your
has
head.
a fire blanket.
No, because I feel like it's not that big a deal.
Well, nothing is, but we make it that. I mean, my gosh, nobody sits over there and makes a bigger deal about things than you do. So don't put it on us.
What's
We're gonna
the first
make a big
thing-
deal about your fire blanket?
What's the first thing Bart said this morning? He walked in. He goes, "I figured out the SEC schedule. I've done Greg Sankey's job for him." And he goes, "I don't know how much that guy makes, but
Stealing money.
Yeah, he's
Stealing money from the member institution.
That's what he's doing. I mean, if he's
I
not
did-
putting out a
I did his
fire, he's
job
fixing
again.
the SEC
I did
schedule.
his job again.
What did you
Fix
do?
SEC
What
player
did
of the week.
what did you do?
I balanced it out.
okay.
I came up with a system to create competitive
Are
balance.
we playing Kentucky this year? In your world?
In this world, yes. Arkansas plays
all right.
Kentucky. Arkansas plays Auburn. Arkansas plays Mississippi State.
Okay.
Florida, Vanderbilt, South Carolina, Missouri, LSU, and Texas.
Okay.
All right, do you have a formula?
In a manner of speaking, yeah.
Is it something you could share with us? How you got
What
to
is,
this?
Yeah,
what does
basically-
in a manner of speaking mean?
Basically, I took a 4-year rolling average of win totals for the SEC teams, the 16 teams. I took those numbers and I slotted each team into a tier, 4 tiers, 1, 2, 3, 4, based on the rolling average number of wins. And then I came up with a system in terms of how many times each tier plays a team from another tier. And then I told Claude to, hey, take this data and actually like put slot the teams.
Okay.
And protect these single rivalry games.
I just have a question. Not for you, Bart. While Bart was doing that last night at home, what were you doing?
Not that.
Edward, what were you doing while
not
Bart was
doing it
working
last night at
on
home.
a scientific? Did you have do you have a blackboard at home, like an actual chalkboard?
No.
You
No,
did
I
this probably during the daytime hours yesterday. 30, 45 minutes.
Well, I
get it
started thinking about it.
smoked,
I
figured
started
out.
thinking about it during the show yesterday when I was talking about the competitive balance in the schedule.
You're
And it just
incredible.
I mean,
took over from there.
You got to take.
and let's
these
not
things-
forget the day started with Bart on the sick list. I mean, he was on
That's a
the
good
DL
point. That's a
early
good
yesterday
point.
morning, and by
640, he rolled in here.
Edward challenged him.
650.
And Bart accepted the challenge, and away he went.
And look at the productivity.
I know.
that
We've
came
got
out
a
of it.
new SEC grid right here in front of us.
You know, Dave Van Horn's cookbook, his wife's cookbook, and Becky Bull, that was selling for Christmas, and big hit, a lot of gifts. and
Everybody's got one
Everybody's
now.
got one. Cook
I need
like
one of those
What was it like? Eat like a hog, or
Yeah, eat like the hogs.
Yeah, everybody's
like
got
the
4 or
hogs.
5 because that was the go-to
so
Christmas
I was
present.
just thinking if Bart could come out with a book this Christmas, that was his solution to the 5 or 6 things that he's solved. He's fixed college football. He's fixed imbalance in the SEC schedule.
SEC Player of the Week.
He's fixed SEC Player of the Week. What else? NCAA tournament, something or other. College football playoff. You
And we're just talking
Yeah,
about
get
sports.
those slappies off the committee.
We're just talking about sports
It
right
doesn't
now,
have to
too.
be a thick book because it's just about solutions. I mean, you can't have 50 solutions in a book, can you? You just give like 5.
That's just 5 pages for Bart, though. I mean, he can do it all in one.
That's
page.
5 chapters for Bart. How he solved it.
Yeah. What I was thinking.
Would you like consider that for
sure.
this year?
Sure.
I mean, you've done all the work. Now it just needs to be published.
Yeah.
And if
He's
you need
typing
an
it out in
extra
his head.
chapter, you can do it on the fire blanket. 6:15. Good morning.
hate you
Just
guys.
getting started. See, this is what the Chuck and Bo show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Still searching for the perfect summer getaway? Mountain Home, Arkansas might just be your answer. Wake up in the Ozark Hills. Hit the White River at sunrise. World-class fishing, hiking, trails, kayaking, and when the sun goes down, it's the kind of quiet you forgot existed. 2 lakes, 1 great town. All right here in the Arkansas Ozarks. Check it out at enjoymountainhome.com. Mountain Home, Arkansas, where the outdoors is a way of life.
Thinking about buying or selling a business? Well, trust the experts at Arkansas Business Brokers, powered by Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. Whether you're ready to sell a business you've built from the ground up, or you're looking for the perfect opportunity to become your own boss, Arkansas Business Brokers can guide you through every step of the process. Their experienced team helps make complex transactions simple. Text BUSINESS to 479-306-6139 for a free consultation, or visit arkansasbusinessbrokers.com.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Just so you know, and we've talked about this from day one on the show, nobody's safe in here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Baseball taught me teamwork, dedication, and the power of community. That's why I'm teaming up with Paschal ProPath to give back to charities that give every kid a chance to play. And right now you can pitch in. For every Paschal member signed up today through the end of May, Paschal will donate a portion of every membership to give back to youth sports. Become a member today, help give back in a big way. Pitch in with Paschal ProPath and help support kids in your community. Join today at PaschalProPath.org.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
I think I have 1,100 subscriptions. I'm pretty sure. It is so ridiculous.
That guy subscribed to Hulu twice.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Silverfield was at the podium yesterday and then did a million interviews after that. This was it's crazy and interesting sometimes what the media latches onto or what comes out, what becomes the talking point. But aura was a big topic yesterday. Does Ryan Silverfield have aura? I guess this whole thing came from the absolutely ridiculous picture that somebody in their infinite knowledge, I don't know who, posted on the Arkansas football account that made Silverfield a meme. It turned him into a joke. You never want to do that in that position. You're trying to actually make your coach look better. And whomever did this, I'm guessing they thought it was cool. But when you haven't won many football games in a long time and you trot your football coach out there to look like cool, that doesn't seem to hit. Like it doesn't strike the right chord. So I guess this is where people started asking the question, does he have aura? Which is not a conversation that I've ever had in my life with anybody about anything. Do people sit around and talk about this while they're getting their nails done or what? Like, have you ever noticed, does Bart have aura? Does John Calipari have aura?
It's a Gen Z slang.
It's a term. All it is a term. I would say, do they have personality?
I get there's all kinds of terms.
Right.
There's all kinds of terms.
But this
Get
whole
that
aura thing
slang-o-matic
has
going.
been.
This is what I thought slang-o-matic was going to be.
Is aura on there?
No, absolutely
I
not.
wonder if they made an updated version.
Well,
of
they
that.
need to. They need to. Well, the world changes so fast, you know.
But the idea
No,
that
you're right,
that's
though.
even
You're
a
right.
topic
Right. It's silly.
Right.
is like, that's a discussion?
Right.
Like,
We have gotten to the
It's
point.
silly.
people watching, does that one? Does that one? Does that person?
All SEC
you?
media days is now is who can put on the best show from the podium, and I'm embarrassed for sometimes. I'll be honest, I'm embarrassed that coaches have to do this for a guy to have to sit up there and talk about whether or not he's got aura, and then after he does, trying to play their stupid game, he gets ridiculed for it, and it's like, are you kidding me? Is this what media days has become? Evidently, the answer is yes. Even Feinbaum was talking about it yesterday, and I'm thinking, guys, I understand entertainment value. I mean, I'm not an idiot. I understand how this works. But you want to talk about jumping the shark. You want to talk about taking this to the nth degree. It's do we know anything at all more about SEC football than we did on Monday? Even one thing. What have we learned about SEC football this week?
Not much.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But we've talked about aura. We've talked about all kinds of stuff. And yes,
It's
stupid.
As you're talking about it, I'm thinking about the debate that we have, whether we want to go to SEC Media Days. And on the old show, it was like we kind of just got tired of going to the circus. Because it to your point, it's just sort of a circus. Now, I don't mean that as in like we're not going to sit here and talk about the event, but as far as being part of the circus, it just got sort of, I don't know, old.
I'd like to see them push this thing back to August, right before fall camp begins for people, if you're going to call it fall camp, right before fall camp. Do this in a couple of days, make it relevant. For the media, it's a much more relevant event if you do it like that. You get some sound bites you can actually use. There's actual things to talk about as opposed to whether somebody has aura. This middle of July stuff, and what it is now anymore is just it's an excuse for media people to get together and hang out with their buddies
And sing karaoke.
and go out and have dinner, talk about what a great time they had the night before, go play a little golf. Ask any of them what they've really learned, or more importantly, what kind of real information they've disseminated this week. You know, down
That's
there working.
the important part.
You know, what have you actually done?
Well, we're about to do that. We're going to disseminate some information.
All right.
For the next couple hours. We got some stuff to get into, including this clip from Silverfield on this very topic.
I never thought coming here today, these last couple of days that people would talk about aura. First off, I don't know what the hell that means. Like I said all along, I don't, if it's about fashion or all that stuff, certainly have no aura. But if it's about having a presence about yourself, those that are around me know that at least I'm a genuine, real dude. And I think you talk to our players, they get a presence around me, they get it. And if aura means being cool, doing all those things, well, listen, I got a hot wife for a reason, right? I mean, I can get down, I can recite, Notorious B.I.G. lyrics, I can, whatever you want me to do, let's go. But I've got enough to find ways to win football games, and that's all that matters.
So then that became the other thing, is I've got a hot wife for a reason. And it's like Feinbaum decided to get on that deal and like, can you believe an SEC coach stood up there and said that? Like, he's talking about, like, that makes him cool that he has a hot wife. And I'm like, my gosh, nothing has happened there at all. This is what they've got to use. This is like, it's like the old money machines, like those where the dollar bills fly up and you see how many you can grab. And it's like they're in the machine and there's no dollar bills. And then one kind of floats over like, that one.
Gotta slam your
We got to
body
grab
against the
that one,
glass.
and we're going to talk about him saying, I have a hot wife. Like James Franklin said this years ago. James Franklin said, I never hire an assistant coach when he was at Vanderbilt. I never hire an assistant coach unless they have a good-looking wife, because they better be able to recruit.
He did say that.
Yeah.
This isn't even this is a fairly common
Well, here's the
statement
thing.
from football coaches when it comes to being able to recruit and being able to get things done.
Things like this are just the product of media days. That's
just talking.
That's why, in my opinion, this is a trap for coaches and players, because you're trying to go down there, and whether you want to fall into the trap or not, you do. You try to entertain. I watch these guys. They're football coaches. They are not entertainers. And don't ever get that confused. They're not. But they feel like they have to go down there and entertain, because that's what's expected at SEC Media Days. And most of them fall flat when they do it, and they end up saying something that is going to be used against them over and over and over again. And it's just, I think, but now let me say this. The conference, part of this, in fact, a lot of this is the conference's fault. They could have reined this in. They could have kept this from becoming what it's become. But they like the spectacle because it gives them programming for 4 or 5 solid days.
Oh, it's a week.
Yeah.
It's a whole week of
There are times it's good TV. There are times it's boring TV. But it's programming nevertheless.
Silverfield did say a few things yesterday.
He did.
That I think we can get into today. And also we can talk a little bit about football. I didn't realize this. We can come back to this. I'm listening to a show yesterday. I listened to the college sports channel on Sirius XM quite a bit. And they were doing like nonstop all day at SEC Media Days, every day. And so among the interviews, they stop and do an interview with this broadcast team. And somebody made the comment when talking about Arkansas and Silverfield being there yesterday that it's been a while since Arkansas has been good in the SEC. And I'm like, yeah. And then they said, and Bart did research on it this morning, that in the last 13 years, Arkansas is averaging less than 2 wins in the league per season. And I went, huh. Wow, that's a long time. So Bart,
0-8's okay. Yeah.
Bart looked it up. We're averaging 1.9 wins in the SEC in the last 14 years. 1.9 conference wins in the last 14 years. All right, let's talk about that when we come back. It's Plunge Pool Thursday. Start the weekend early. Start the weekend early with a plunge pool for Burton Pools and Spas. Did I say it was Thursday?
Yeah.
Well, I was just going with the fact that you can start the weekend early, and it's a Thursday. It's a Thursday pool for Plunge Pools.
Right.
But you've got a fire blanket, and you just put that one out. 6:30, the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are. Yes. Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Hey guys. Are you having a great show today?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris era. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story
I think
came
the
back.
crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
Where's Duval Wally?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Was
Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this? Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I can think of.
From junior college.
Because
From
Devois
Nice
Whaley
Chance
was
U.
he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played 1 year with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
Ty
Starkle.
Story, Nick Starkle,
Starkle.
Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. you don't have to take
Connor
shots at
Nolan.
people. You can
Golly,
just say,
Bart,
golly.
come on. I mean,
Connor
he
Nolan,
did his best.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
And none of
game.
them panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay played. Yeah, that's
Con-
right.
Connor
Played
Owens
well.
in,
Now,
in
did Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good
I-
question.
I don't
I think-
recall
I believe-
exactly. I think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Better interim coach, Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L. That was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
People
was
have done
entertaining.
worse.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
I've learned so much just off the air today, listening to Bart and Edward and Riley. I'm really out of touch. I mean, I really am.
With what?
With everything.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
And if or means being cool, doing all those things, well, listen, I got a hot wife for a reason, right?
Dear Lord, baby Jesus, I just want to take time to say thank you for my family. And, of course, my red-hot smoking wife, who was a stone-cold fox.
It's National Shout Out Your Hot Wife Day.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is the day to do it.
6:35. Good morning. Call in. Text.
It's acceptable today.
Shout out your hot wife. All you got to do is just say, I'd like to shout out my hot wife.
We do it every day this year.
I'd like to shout out my hot wife, Hannah, who's sleeping.
Bart, you want to shout anybody hot out? If you don't have a wife, you can just pick somebody. This is where it really gets good.
No.
Want to shout out like Sophie Cunningham or anything?
I'm good.
Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah,
there's an interesting story.
There you go, Chuck.
Right
You
there.
can do that.
No, I'm a little old for Sophie, but
well, you can still shout her out. It's okay.
She is. She's an interesting personality. She has aura. She has aura.
She does.
I don't even know what aura is.
That she does.
But she's got it.
Yes, she does.
Let me get the train back on the tracks here. Let's just steer it right back over here.
That's right.
Yeah.
One of the things yesterday and this is the thing, honestly, that I really appreciate about Silverfield, in a few conversations that I've had with him, he seems to understand Arkansas, and he has really dug in on all of the things I think you need to understand if you're going to be a successful head coach, probably anywhere, but certainly here. You got to understand the fabric of the state, the athletic department, and see what it is that's missing, because something is missing. Would we agree? Something's missing. And we talk about this all the time. Like, you can't just say, hire a new coach and it's all fixed. However, you can say, if you hire the right coach, this coach can and should figure out all the things that aren't going well or need to be addressed to improve off a 14-year run where we're averaging less than 2 wins in the SEC a year. We're averaging less than 2 wins a year. Something has to change. And let's get beyond, well, just hire a new coach. Well, the new coach has to come in and figure out what those things are that have to change. Here's one of the things that, one of the sound bites from kind of that topic yesterday.
A lot of it's got to be the alignment, right? And where are we doing and what are we doing? And what's it look like, right? Are we fundraising the right way? Are we fundraising enough? Are we building it? Are we recruiting in state well enough? Are we developing players? Does it make sense with the way we're scheduling things from an academic standpoint? Are we truly doing the right things in nutrition? So I've looked at every single thing that has to do with our football program, and some as much as even lighting on game day, right? How do we make this place a better place? And I think I've got quite a few of the answers. Now it's my job, our job, to implement those and start to make those changes.
Before we go to the phones, the first thing Silverfield did is say, can we get the lights on in here? It felt dark and dreary in certain places of the football building to him. Players have commented, like, they didn't really notice it, but it's made a difference. I mean, that kind of attention to detail people have made fun of, but it doesn't stop there. It's about creating an environment. That's just change the lights. It's too dark in the hallways here. By the way, the stairs aren't painted back here in this other hallway. It looks terrible in here. What are we going to do about that? We've had the same dumbbells, this is Silverfield talking, for 26 years. This is an SEC program. We had some better things at Memphis. Let's fix it. Now, those things sound small, and maybe they are. But you don't stop there. Those are just examples of all the things, the little things, that add up to somewhere you get to the point where you go, well, we've got less than 2 wins a season because of all these reasons. I'm not saying the dumbbells get you a 3rd win.
Well,
but
here's the thing,
the attention to detail on all of the things does.
Everything is the head coach's job. I've come to believe that over the years. It's not necessarily fair, but, I mean, you're making pretty good money. But everything is your job. Every tone that is set, everything that happens in that building, and obviously everything that happens on that field, that is your job. It is an enormous responsibility. And that's why, as Coach Boyle's always said, whatever you pay a good one's not enough, whatever you pay a bad one's too much, because it is on them. I have really come to believe this over the years, and it's just as an observer. But if you've got the right guy, he or she controls everything, like the lighting and who picks up the trash and why this is being done this way. Is it being done this way because we've always done it this way, or is there a reason that it's been done this way? that head coach has got to set that tone, and he's got to do it every day. One of the things I am encouraged by with Silverfield, and I don't know how this is going to translate. I don't know. But I do believe that if a head coach pays attention to all the little things that nobody else thinks a head coach ought to be paying attention to, you've probably got a detail-oriented guy, and that guy's got a chance to be successful. Doesn't mean he will be, but he's got a chance.
Let's go to the phones. Robert's in Mountain Home. Robert, good morning. Chuck and Bo Show.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Doing great, thanks.
So I was watching a little bit of that interview yesterday, and I was going to say the same thing, is the lights and the painting, just those little things that most people won't notice, but he noticed, is, in my mind, a good sign as a start to kind of uplift and brighten this program up. Look, people, I don't think, are giving him a good, solid chance, and he hasn't even produced on the field yet. And any of these people who are talking negative about him already, I mean, I don't know where they're getting it from. You know, I got buddies who are a Texas fan, an LSU fan. My wife's an Oklahoma fan. So I'm kind of on the sideline as an Arkansas fan. But they're all like, why didn't you get Alex Golesh? Why didn't you get so-and-so? You know, any of those coaches that came from the American Conference. And I said, well, Ryan Silverfield has a winning record against all of them. So I don't know why you thought any of these other coaches were going to be any better. But they still haven't produced on the field. So all these negative comments are just bashing the team, bashing the coach. Why don't we all just go all in? Why don't we all just say, look, he's our guy. Let's back him 100%. Let's buy these tickets. Let's go to these games, win, lose, or draw. We're Razorback fans. Let's go, and let's support the Hogs. I don't see any other fan bases really having this problem until halfway through the season when their season's shot. And we're already counting them off. I just don't understand that portion of it. You guys have a good day.
Thanks, Robert. I like to say this, and I think I might have said it on the air yesterday, but I said it off the air, I know. We got all the time in the world to be negative once the season starts and they lose games. You can say at that point you can react to all of that. But the hiring of a football coach, Chuck, is in large part a popularity contest. What names do you know? Who's sexy to the national media? Who are they talking about? Who do they think is great? And then that reflects to you. And when you get your coach, did you get somebody that everybody else thought was great?
Well, you know, you look at basketball. When you hire John Calipari, it's the lead story on SportsCenter. Respectfully to Ryan Silverfield, when you hire Ryan Silverfield, it's not. And any fan base loves to hear their program talked about on ESPN, loves to hear their program talked about nationally. And, you know, when you go out and hire, as they say, a Hall of Fame coach, obviously you're going to get plenty of national attention over the course of time. And there's a difference there.
The thing with Silverfield, let's use James Franklin as a name that people threw out there a bunch. James Franklin, to come here, was going to need so many things to be done before he even got here to even get in the conversation to consider Arkansas as a candidate to hire him. Ryan Silverfield's willing to come here and do all the work that needs to be done here to make the program what it can be. Having a fit matters. This is not me saying Silverfield's going to come in and win all these games at Arkansas. I'm saying based on what we have to go on now, you got a guy that's a really good fit for Arkansas to change the trajectory of the program, to get out of the funk of an average of less than 2 wins per year in the league.
You know, the one thing, and Franklin's a great coach, but I don't know that Arkansas's football program needs a guy to come in here who's going to act like he's doing us a favor. And I'm going to be brutally honest right here and tell you, I wondered if that was going to be the case with John Calipari. Is he going to come in here at the end of his career and act like he's done us a favor? And I have found the answer to that to be a resounding no. The fire still burns in this guy. I mean, he's 68 years old going on 48. But I did think about it. I because I've been around people, and you have too, Bo, who act like, man, I'm doing you a favor by being here. And I don't want a guy like that. And I'm not saying Silverfield's the answer. I don't know. I mean, we're going to find out. But when all this was going on, And now, just for the record, I never thought James Franklin was a serious candidate. Said that on this show.
That's true.
Never thought he was a serious candidate. But part of the reason he never was a serious candidate, now I know that candidate and serious candidate, understand that's two different things. One of the reasons he was not a serious candidate is there was the attitude of, I'm doing you a favor. I'll come do it, but you got to do all these things for me. And then I'll think about it.
Those conversations didn't last for that reason.
That's the reason he did not transfer into serious
exactly
candidate.
Right. That's why he was never in the limousine or whatever black SUV late at night over there, driving around.
That's right.
With that whole thing.
And again, I don't.
But what if that is a smoke screen that I was told? What if what I was told isn't
why
correct?
It was never happening.
He's again. I'm not saying he's not a great coach. I think he'll do a fine job at Virginia Tech. But I don't think he was the answer here for that reason. And it does kind of make me wonder what's going to happen at Virginia Tech with him, too.
Got to hit a break. We'll come back and take some calls here on a Friday. Hey, if you're still looking for a summer getaway, Mountain Home, Arkansas might be your answer. Wake up to the Ozark Hills, hit the White River at sunset or sunrise. Spend the afternoon out on Bull Shoals or North Fork Lake. World-class fishing, hiking trails, kayaking. And when the sun goes down, it's the kind of quiet you forgot existed. 2 lakes, 1 great town, all right here in the Arkansas Ozarks. Check it out at enjoymountainhome.com. Mountain Home, Arkansas, where the outdoors is a way of life.
Well, I've got a lot more rhythm than people realize.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
Don't be talking down to people, Bart.
I am going to talk down to people when they're wrong.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today. There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling.
You can.
If you listen closely.
You can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Here's our weekly call from Arthur. Arthur's in Vermont.
Arthur, how's it going?
It's going well. I'm ready for my call, man. First off, I want to say Silverfield wanted a job a lot like Houston Nutt. I mean, the other guys were going to take the job, but Silverfield has wanted this job for a while. But I got some facts to kind of back up why, I think there's a possibility of 6 to 8 wins for this team. And it all starts with this Phil Steele. I know I'm plugging something, but it's called Turnovers Equal Turnaround. And Arkansas ranks very highly in this. And I feel like we really got, a lot of equity built up over the past few years. And then close wins versus close losses. Once again, Arkansas is really good. In this metric, it definitely points to an upward trend. And then I have another magazine, and it goes, it's pretty good because it says a lot of things.
Sorry.
Once again, reconfirming why I feel like the Utah thing, the rest of the world thing is going to look at it as this huge win, but really, on paper, it's definitely a game. So you got the 5-year talent acquisition, which is they're ranked 31st, and then the transfer rank over the last 2 years combined is 36th. Compare that with Arkansas, 25th and 22nd, and Phil Steele has their secondary ranked as one of the top staffs in the country. But really, 5 defensive backs transferred out to Power 4 rosters, including their star Snowden. But they backfilled with 3-star transfers and from the non-automatic qualifiers and JUCO levels. And just to top this all off, their home record over the past 3 years is 13-6. So I'm just saying, man, we got a lot of reasons to feel
He's not letting go. Yeah, he's not letting go of the Utah game.
Yeah, he's going to die on that hill.
He's giving us reasons for the Utah game to go Arkansas's way, and I appreciate it.
I'm with you.
And how about that team playing in Madison Square Garden on the 17th of November, man? I'm going to have to get some approvals made. But if everything falls through correctly, then yes, I will make a midweek trip.
That'll be a big day,
Arthur.
for you.
You get all your requirements taken care of. You get the freedom to leave Vermont, and you look.
We'll take care of the rest.
We'll take care of the rest.
Okay, that sounds great, man. Thank you guys. I guess I need to get a few things done today, but I always enjoy the show, and you guys have a good rest of the day.
Have a great weekend, Arthur. Well, that's exciting.
Now, that doesn't mean if he's on the lam that he's going to come hang out with us, but as long as he's got proper approval, we're good to go.
I could see him doing the show live with us there that Tuesday morning. in New York.
At Paschal, comfort and quality are well within reach. For over 50 years, homeowners have trusted them for world-class service. Every detail matters. Right now, get a brand new high-efficiency AC and furnace system starting at just $79.99 with payments as low as $100 a month. No shortcuts, no surprises, just Paschal quality at a price more families can afford. Same week installation is available, so click over to gopaschal.com to schedule.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I don't know if anybody else is having fun, but this is a blast for me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Kim Mulkey walks into your home wearing what she had on last night. You say, is this a game?
Oh, no.
What would you do, Bart?
Bart leaves the room. She chases him.
God almighty.
Chasing Bart around
Making
the house, dressed
weird
up like a cat.
tiger sounds.
What would you do, Bart?
I have a baseball bat. It would come in handy.
There's Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around in
Oh, that
his
would be
house,
awesome.
and he's the one with the baseball bat.
No, there would be no chase. No. There would be no chase. There would be no
Pinned
chase.
up against the corner.
I've got it.
No.
If you're not for Kim Mulkey, maybe we can find somebody that is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you,
I think
Pete
it's
Weber. Pete Weber, 14 years ago yesterday, won the 2012 U.S. Open of bowling and was very, very impressed with himself. Remember this?
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am.
It's the only time we paid attention to bowling.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Pete Weber.
Oh, yeah.
You think he'd be a
Power
good match
couple.
for Kim Mulkey?
Yes,
Power couple?
Power couple. Pete Weber, Kim Mulkey.
You got competition, Bart.
Yeah.
He's free. He's free to
I don't
win.
think I'm going to be able to get that image out of my mind all day. Kim Mulkey chasing Bart around the house. Oh, my God. That is brutal. Stomach turning.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for The Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I think I should donate my brain like an NFL player when it's over. Then you can all find out what happened.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Where did it all go
you know, it
wrong?"
really wasn't his fault.
He was just nuts. He was just good old-fashioned crazy.
He was a troubled man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
He's a real talk show host.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
The Hogs have been at the bottom of predictions of most preseason rankings. You're at the bottom of most coach rankings. And we know that you're about to take a break from social media, too. You've told us that. And you have a 5-1 record against the coaches in this league, 5-1 record against Power 4 teams in general. What would you say to those who are doubting you in the Arkansas program going into this season?
That's great. Keep doubting me. What'd you say my record was against the coaches in this conference?
5-1, Coach.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, that's great. I won't throw the podium at you, so I appreciate that. Listen, people have the right to feel a certain way, and that's okay. I've been doubted my whole life.
So here we are, Ryan Silverfield taking questions.
Was
at
it
SEC
Summerall
Media
that
Days.
said throwing the podium?
Yeah.
A couple of days ago?
Yeah.
All right.
The somebody's phone went off.
That's
He
right.
said,
That's right.
you know,
That's right.
If that happened at my meeting, I'd throw you out. And he said later he was joking, which whatever. I mean, that's what people are. People are making statements at SEC Media Days. But getting to this, we're back to the Silverfield hire and the doubting. And I haven't met anybody, and I've talked to a lot of people that have met Silverfield. I haven't heard from anybody in the fan base that's met Silverfield, had a conversation with him, and didn't respect him. They didn't have. They all say things like, I like the guy. I really think that he knows what he's doing. I think he's going to do okay here. And all the signs have been figuring out why Arkansas hasn't been better and making an effort to do all the things and change all the things that he can to improve that. So the idea of being on the opposite side of him as far as supporting him is silly to me. Whether Arkansas will be good this year is an entirely different conversation. I don't think they're going to be particularly good this year. I do think that you'll see improvement. I think you'll see them compete, but you don't have an experienced quarterback. Just start there. I mean, teams with inexperienced quarterbacks in this league traditionally struggle, even if you're loaded at other positions. And I don't see Arkansas particularly loaded across the board. If they have the same talent level they had last year, I think they'll win more games. The goal is to win 2 SEC games if you look at the 14 years previous to this where they're averaging less than that. But he's pointing out things that have to change for this program to be successful. And he's raised money at an alarming, in a good way, rate. I mean, like $22, $25 million since he got here, he's raised.
You know, we for so many years, for 50 years, became conditioned to believe that the athletic director raised all the money because Coach Boyles could go out and sell anything to anybody. He could make you believe anything, and I mean, he knew the pathway to the wallet went right through the heart, and, man, he knew how to play that game. And he was the one that went out and raised the money. I believed, and as I watch other programs around the country, your head coach has got to be your fundraiser. Your head coach, your head football coach, your head basketball coach, your financial situation, there's a direct correlation with how much money your head football coach and your head basketball coach go out and raise. Now, too often, we pin the blame on the AD because he didn't go out and raise the money. Your head coach has got to be that guy. Now, you know, they did this one Razorback Road show in late May, early June with Silverfield, and I went on a few of those. And I can tell you the guy is not a stiff. And I wondered, you know, you always wonder that sometimes with an administrator or a coach, is he going to be a stiff when he's around, you know, in the case of some of these things, the movers and the shakers, the people with the money. And he was very good in that situation. Arkansas right now, in terms of their football and men's basketball coaches, and I'll throw Van Horn into this too, they've got guys who can raise money. And that is part of the job of being a modern-day coach. You've got to be everything. And I think he's pretty good in that regard.
At least here, that's 100% correct. You have to be that, and all the head coaches have to be that. And relating it back to Frank Broyles is hard to do now because that was a smaller athletic department in a way different time. I mean, we're talking about more than $100 million more.
He
now
was the department.
That you have.
Broyles was the department. You know, like for example, let me use this term alignment as an example. That's the big buzzword right now. I believe in 2026, it is the head coach's responsibility to forge alignment. It is his responsibility. I've seen it happen here. When everyone was aligned, it had a lot to do with the head football coach. I think about when Houston got it going in the late 90s, we were so aligned that we revamped that stadium. I mean, we turned Razorback Stadium into a show place. That's how aligned we were. When Bobby Petrino got it going, we were pretty darn aligned. We raised $1 million in about a week to put AstroTurf on that field. Fred Smith was given money to build a new center. Money was flowing because the head coach forged alignment. This idea that it's on all these administrators and we got to hire more people and we got to all get on the same page, that doesn't mean anything. You hire the right head coach and everybody will fall in line behind him. You win some games, it's amazing how quickly you can align. In the old days, like when Houston Nutt, when they first got it going, Broyles was the aligner back then. I mean, everybody fell in line behind Broyles. He was the program. The world's changed since then. The athletic director may get the blame for everything. He doesn't get the credit for much anymore. Does get a lot of blame. But it's the head coach. You look at look at how much money John Calipari goes and raises. And look at how much money Silverfield's raised since he's been here. That may not be what they signed up for. May not be what it's what they sign up for now. May not be why they got into coaching. But if you're going to be a head coach in the modern era, that's what you've got to do. It is incumbent upon the head coach to dictate alignment. and we'll see if he can do it.
How you feeling about what you're hearing as a Razorback fan about football, about Ryan Silverfield, and how he's projecting himself? What are your thoughts? 877-377-6963. You can call or text the show. Nick Saban says this is the toughest job in the SEC right now.
You know, Ryan Silverfield probably has the toughest job, you know, of all these guys. I mean, I think they only won 2 games last year or whatever, so probably needs to do a lot. But I do think from talking to him, he's got the right disposition and patience about he loves the place and I think he knows what he needs to do to try to build it there.
This is one of the darkest times in Arkansas football history. Am I wrong? Tell me if I am, but I'm listening to this coverage of SEC Media Days of Arkansas's appearance in Tampa yesterday, and everyone talking about Arkansas. It was almost embarrassing to listen to.
We're the only ones paying attention.
They're like talking about that team that they have to talk about, that they really don't want to talk about because they don't think anybody else really cares, that used to be, you know, Mississippi State or Vanderbilt or whatever. And that's where this thing has gotten. And you've got a guy in Silverfield who is embracing that, who's walking into that fire, not away from it, and willing to do all the things, including fundraising like you were just talking about, but everything else, all the way down to changing the lights. How about this? We love the Jones Center, and we've spent a lot of time when it happened thanking Jerry Jones and all of that for that facility. And it is a beautiful facility. But if you want to go to a major college football program in the SEC and look around, you're not going to find football players having to walk or get on a golf cart or however transport themselves from the football facility to the dining facility. There's a dining facility in the football building. Silverfield got here, and he did the math. And I don't remember what the numbers were, but the amount of steps and miles that a player would add to their body walking back and forth to the Jones Center during a season or during a year, he said, what are we doing? Now, to some people, you think, oh, my God, the kid can walk, he can get some food, whatever. He can. But when you're recruiting somebody, just for one thing, when you're recruiting somebody and they go somewhere else and everything's right there and they go here and they got to, you know, walk a quarter of a mile or half a mile to go to get food, I mean, it's a difference.
It does. When you look at that from a distance, it does seem kind of silly. But what you just said is the reality. You know, when they go other places and they don't have to do that, they're not going to pick you. I mean, that's just the truth. They're not going to pick you. It doesn't mean that, yeah, they can do that. It's not going to kill them. You know, we drank water back in my day from a hose and everything. We turned out fine. I get all that. And sometimes I say the very same thing. But, you know, the truth is if it's not that way at the other place, that's who they're going to pick.
Yeah.
Just the truth.
It's just the reality of it. 877-377-6963. We're brought to you in part by First Security Bank. It's Friday. Get ready for a big weekend. You got any banking needs? Could be a loan. Could be an adjustment on your checking account. Could be flex banking. You want to add a kid that you have to the account that you want to be able to manage. First Security Bank can help you with all this. Business accounts, fsbank.com online. But you'll find a First Security Bank near you because they're all over Arkansas, helping you bank better every single day. First Security Bank, member FDIC.
Let's just be frank. There's been some football games the last few years that have driven people to drinking.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Blakeman's isn't just where Arkansas gets engaged. It's where you go to have a wonderful experience.
Every touch point matters, and I think what we show off best is Cafe B. It's Onyx Coffee by Blakeman's. Cafe B, we're offering the best coffee in the country, complimentary. I feel so fortunate to be able to go to work there every day. Big windows, the open lighting, the warm environment, and again, the cafe. It's the best.
Blakeman's, where every day is a diamond.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste, a spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey, This is a declaration. Warfield American Single Malt Whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate. For complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield American Single Malt Whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Summer may be the off-season for the Razorbacks, but it's the perfect season for the restaurant at Stonebreaker. Located in Fayetteville on Markham Hill, the restaurant at Stonebreaker features seasonal menus built around fresh Arkansas ingredients. Plus, enjoy inviting spaces to gather with friends and family. Whether you're stopping in for drinks at the bar, dinner on the screened porch, or relaxed evening in the parlor, you're sure to find something worth coming back for. This summer, pull up a chair on the hill. Visit stonebreakerhotel.com for more information. That's stonebreakerhotel.com.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Are you owning the day? Like, if you're not, at that point, it's still early enough to get your butt in gear, right?
Can I point something out here? It's okay to drag in the morning. It's okay. I mean,
You're not helping this.
I don't care. We're not a self-help show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
That's why we've turned into the show that we are today. I tried to have, like positive thought of the day, that kind of stuff. And Chuck's like, we're not doing that crap. And so we're doing other things now. That's what
Hey, you know what? Happy National Tequila Day, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Happy National Tequila Day.
Let's do it. What do you want to have today? You want to have a margarita? Or do you just want to have a tequila?
Margarita
Ranch water,
sounds great.
Paloma?
Sure, yes.
I'd do a Paloma.
All of the above.
Sounds like a great Friday afternoon.
I was going to say.
Sounds like
it's been slightly cooler, by the way.
It's been better. It's been better, but that's going to change next week.
I know. That's what everybody tells me. I don't know why people say that. Why is that?
Well, because it says in the forecast 100 degrees. Right? That's why.
That's what I'm saying.
Enjoy today.
Because
Edward.
you look at Monday and you see a high of
Don't look at Monday. It's not Monday.
Listen,
it's 72 hours till Monday.
Honestly, I have a real question. To me, this is a significant question.
Okay.
I am on the same page with Edward.
Yeah.
This has happened to me all week. I go outside, I see somebody, I'm talking to them, and I'm like, man, it's a little bit cooler. It's been cooler since last weekend when it was
Not
like
for long, buddy.
100. That's what they say. It's like, well, wait till next week. And now when it's hot and it's unbearably hot and we have a cold snap coming in the near future, I get that. Oh, it's going to be cooler next week. We got something to look forward to. Why would we look forward to something terrible?
I don't think anybody's looking forward to it being terrible. I think they have the existential dread of the heat.
They
that
need to
is
shed
coming.
that. They need to shed that.
Hey, here's one.
Just enjoy it, man.
Miss me with that.
Miss me with that existential dread. I'm going to enjoy the 88-degree day,
Edward
a
has
day after
aura.
being 117.
Edward has aura. Miss me with that.
He can recite the lyrics to Notorious
That's right.
B.I.G. just like Ryan Silverfield can.
I can get down.
I can get down.
If Bart
I got a
can,
hot
if
wife.
Bart can recite the lyrics to Taylor Swift, does that give him aura?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's Chuck has a full bite of biscuit for Brahms.
Well, Bart said coming out of the break, if you guys need to kill a segment and eat your breakfast, just turn it over to me.
So here he is, everybody. Bart
Everyone,
Pullman.
here's
Bart
Bart.
Pullman, Chevy at Fayetteville Situation Room. Together, let's drive. Where are we driving, Bart?
Well, we're not driving anywhere. We're apparently going on a cruise, or at least you can, if you would like. Tulsa is about to become the starting point for a new river cruise to Memphis.
Is this a gambling cruise?
I don't believe so. The 9-day voyage from Tulsa to Memphis will travel from the port of Catoosa and down the Arkansas and Mississippi rivers with stops in Muskogee, Fort Smith, Little Rock, and other destinations along the way.
Is this a Razorback deal?
No, this is
like
real.
A Razorback cruise?
No. American Cruise Lines. I looked it up. I have it pulled up on the website here. This is a real thing.
A 9-day cruise from Tulsa to Memphis.
Experience the vibrant art scene and iconic Art Deco architecture of Tulsa and celebrate the Native American heritage of Muskogee. Discover the frontier legacy of Fort Smith, rich with tales of lawmen and outlaws. Then head to Little Rock, a vibrant city that features a mix of history and culture. Cruise the lower Mississippi River as you indulge in the soulful rhythms and spirit of the South. Celebrate Cleveland's deep Delta roots and the musical legacy of Memphis, home to Graceland and the iconic Beale Street. Ticket packages start at $5,200 to cruise down the Arkansas River.
Well, it's 9 days, Bart.
From Tulsa to Memphis.
That's amazing.
I desperately need to hear from somebody who has signed up for this. Because my first question
God
is,
almighty.
do you have $5,200 you can Venmo
Well,
me?
it says from $5,200.
Right.
That's the low end
basic
package.
package.
Now,
Right.
I mean, if you want a nice cabin, I'm
Right.
sure it's probably close to $10,000.
Right. That's
kind of
right.
cabin do you
That's
get?
right. I'm looking at here's the itinerary. Day 1, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Day 2, day of cruising. Day 3,
So they're at
Muskogee.
sea. They're at sea all day.
Day 2 is a sea day.
Day 3, Muskogee. Day 4, Fort Smith.
You're going to get
and
from
Van
Tulsa to
Buren.
Muskogee, and it's going to take 3 days?
Day 5, Little
me?
Rock. Day 6, day of
is
river
slow.
cruising. Day 7, Cleveland, Mississippi, and then days 8 and 9, Memphis, Tennessee.
How long does it take to get back?
I don't think you do.
Oh, you're on your own. Once you get to
you're-
Memphis.
Once you get to Memphis, you're there, man.
It's just like everybody else that goes to Memphis. When you get there, you're on your own.
Yeah,
man.
you drive home, man.
There's no guarantees you're going to get out.
Seriously,
You just-
though.
they'll
Really?
just
There's not
get you there.
they don't bring you back?
It doesn't. I guess there is a reverse schedule. You
don't
could
even-
ride it again.
2
we
days
went on
back.
we went on a real cruise last summer. I don't think I paid a quarter of that to go to like the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, but this is
So-
Tulsa. This
so
is Tulsa to Memphis.
this is-
Edward.
That's unbelievable.
Is it a ferry? Do you take your car with you?
No, I don't
You
believe so.
Drive your car out of the boat?
No, I don't believe
and
so.
then drive it home?
It's
This is logistically slightly an issue because you would then What are you going to fly back
we
from
go.
Memphis?
You'll be
interstate all the
cruising
way.
down the Arkansas River on the American Serenade. Built in 2023, it has a 180 guest capacity, multiple dining venues, sophisticated and modern decor, an outdoor walking track and fitness center,
Charging stations?
They have a basketball goal.
elevator access to all passenger decks, and easy boarding via unique ramps.
Oh, well.
So I brought up gambling because back in the day, before
Yeah.
gambling as illegal as it is now, you could get on those river boats.
Oh, yeah.
And then some of them, there's
Tommy
a cruise
Tuberville,
down the river.
Tommy Tuberville, riverboat gambler.
Paul is in Little Rock. Is Paul on the boat?
That's what he says.
Paul, are you on the boat as we speak?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's not till November.
Oh, he's going.
But we're going from Memphis to Tulsa, and they
Oh.
provide airfare if you want it, but it's going to be. I'm renting a car because it's a lot easier and a lot cheaper, and we've got I think all the rooms have balconies, and I grew up here. The Arkansas River fascinates me, and I thought this was great. I've gone on a couple cruises. This is the one I'm really excited about. I mean, I want to go. I like the Arkansas River, and it's like I said, it's 9 days. I'm excited.
Are there pirates on the river?
I don't think there are. There is no casino on this boat either. It's just, and they provide. You don't pay for beer. All alcohol is free. Is it really?
Well, that changes everything.
Yes.
Free,
I was going to
free
ask, do they
alcohol
have
and everyone's
do they
got
have
a
drink
balcony.
package.
Oh, this is going to be big.
Paul, if you would
Go
like
home.
to,
Thanks,
Venmo
man.
me $5,200, I will be happy to drive you back from Memphis to
I
Tulsa.
paid for my wife and I. It was $12,000.
How about that?
Bang.
How about that?
Bang.
You wanted to hear from somebody.
There you go.
Paul, thank
I'm
you.
not disappointed.
Yeah, that was
I'm not
perfect.
disappointed.
That was perfect.
How about that?
I hope Paul has a wonderful
I
time.
mean,
these
I'm kind of
these
disappointed.
ships,
I
they
hope he
look
has
nice.
a wonderful time,
They
too.
look like really nice
It's built
ships.
in 2023.
It's the number
it's
one
a
small
new-
ship cruise line in the world, according to the website.
Okay. And they're going from Tulsa to Memphis and back.
He's going from Memphis to
Yeah,
Tulsa.
yeah. Huh. That's interesting. I mean,
I was just offering because if you got $5,200 to blow on a cruise from Tulsa to Memphis,
well, if they're smart, they'll invite you to go.
He
The
said
company will.
he's been on other cruises. He's really looking forward to this one.
that's great. I'm very happy for him. I'm just saying that if you're spending that much money, I'd be happy to drive you back.
They
for
do
the
a.
same, for the
But
same
he's got
cost.
that figured
Would you
out.
be interested in a Smoky Mountains National Park river cruise?
I don't think I'd be interested in a river cruise.
It's 12 days,
all.
11
You gotta
nights.
like the
I'm not interested in a regular cruise.
12 days
Yeah.
and 11 nights.
Through the
Are you
scenic
kidding me?
That's,
Smoky
that's the thing that alarmed
Mountain
me about
National
this cruise is how
9
long it was.
days.
My
9
God.
days. I don't know if I could do 9.
I mean, you free booze and a balcony. I'd be jumping.
I mean,
on.
it's one thing.
Get me out of here.
It's one thing. It's one thing to kind of wake up and you're looking at the mountains in St. Lucia or whatever.
Yes.
But like,
Hey, look.
hey, we made it to Fort Smith.
Yeah.
I
Could have driven here in an hour.
I
Look
live
at that
here.
sandbar.
It's just not. There clearly is a market for it.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a Turks and Caicos ring to it to me, just personally.
I want to go on an Alaskan cruise. That's where I want to go.
There are people that love that.
Alaska.
Yeah,
I do.
I've never thought cruise in Alaska. Obviously, I've heard of the Alaskan cruises.
Yeah.
I've had family members that have done that.
That's what I want.
Everybody seems to love it. It never comes up in conversation around my vacations.
That's fine.
But what do you want to see?
The great frontier of Alaska, the
Yeah.
northern lights, the glaciers, the whales.
Arkansas's got some
Beautiful.
great frontier about it too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
Tulsa.
that's why they got a cruise.
Muskogee. I've been through Muskogee.
David's in Searcy. David, good morning.
Fort Smith.
Good morning. I'll try to hold this to just a couple minutes. You all know I was a Pittman guy, and I still am a Pittman guy. I love the man. I love the way he was when he took the job. It really stuck with me, and he's just my kind of a guy. You know, I really hated the way it ended. I know last year we basically blew 4 football games, And it's amazing with our defense that this team could almost have been a bowl game team, a bowl team. And that is really mind-boggling. The team last year, it was just mind-boggling that if we had not made those mistakes, we almost had a chance to go to a bowl game. But the mistakes were made. I mean, you go back and look at it, just a simple play in the A-gap, their runner could go 10 to 15 yards before he was even accosted by a player. So, someone is making mistakes. Someone didn't know their job, or someone was not carrying out the job they were supposed to know to do. We all saw that, No, that's not mind-boggling to anyone. But with Coach Silverfield, what has really stuck out to me, the aura thing, is his confidence. I have never seen a man any more confident in his abilities to do what he knows to do. And I do not believe under any stretch of the imagination that this man is faking any of that. I believe it. I believe he has that confidence in being able to help this team this year win more games than the team we had last year. And without even going over the schedule game by game like I did last year and predicted 6-6, I'm not going to do that. I've looked at the schedule. I believe in his confidence and the men he has working for him. Right now, I'm at 5-7. I'm not going to say which game that. We do need to win the Utah game. But I'm going with 5-7 right now. And after fall practice, I could bump it up to 6. And who knows? I could bump it down to 4. But right now, I believe this team can win 5 games, and I'll be surprised if they do not. I believe in what this man says, and I believe the change in the coaching philosophies will make a difference, and I'm really excited that he is our football coach right now. And that's my feelings on it, guys. Thank you a lot.
But, David, what about the River Cruise?
He dropped the hammer.
He's ready to go.
Well, he was tired of that River Cruise talk.
He brought us back. He brought us back.
He's ready for football.
Martin doesn't want to go
this
there.
silliness.
No, I've found more cruises that this company offers, and it's really just remarkable.
Joe from Bentonville
You can
said
go anywhere.
he did Alaska 2 weeks ago, and nothing compares, Edward.
Yeah, man.
That's
what I want.
I have discovered a 15-day, 16-day, 15-night cruise from Portland, Oregon to Jackson, Wyoming for $15,000. And I think I have actually seen one of these boats before. Because it goes along a path along the Columbia River. I believe I've seen one of these boats before.
This really has captured Bart's
I
attention
might have a
today.
video of it.
So yesterday during the show, Bart redid the SEC schedule with competitive balance. We have an entire document right here.
we
I'm holding
do.
it up on YouTube.
It's
This is
printed out.
He fixed the scheduling
Hours of
imbalance
misspent
of the
youth right
SEC.
here.
Today it's cruises. What will we have when we come back? You can have a great time in Hot Springs, Oaklawn's Arkansas's only casino resort. They got their big giveaway going on Saturday. The grand prize giveaway went up to $25,000 in honor of America's 250th anniversary. All the headliner entertainment events still coming to Oaklawn the rest of the season, the rest of the year. Oaklawn.com. Go there to get all the details or to book your hotel room. If you hadn't had a vacation yet or a getaway, you haven't been to Oaklawn lately, you haven't been there. Log on to Oaklawn.com. Get more details. We got to hit a break. Friday morning. Good morning.
We got wackos, people. There are wackos everywhere.
I call them our base. I mean, you call them wackos if you want.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutoPark.com. That's FayettevilleAutoPark.com.
It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris era. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story
I think
came
the
back.
crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
Where's Duval Wally?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Was
Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this? Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I can think of.
From junior college.
Because
From
Devois
Nice
Whaley
Chance
was
U.
he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played 1 year with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
Ty
Starkle.
Story, Nick Starkle,
Starkle.
Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. you don't have to take shots at people.
Golly,
You can say,
Bart, come
golly.
on. I mean,
Connor
he
Nolan,
did his best.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
Yeah, none of
game.
them panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay played. Yeah, that's right.
Connor
played
Nolan's
well.
in,
Now,
in
did Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good question.
I don't recall exactly. I think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Better interim coach, Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L. That was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
People
was
have done
entertaining.
worse.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
As I will confess, I've reached the point in my life when my main goal every day is to get home. So once I'm there, it's going to take quite a bit to get me back out.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, we've got a lot going on.
We
here.
really do.
That's a lot happening. That cruise is. That's just. I don't know. It's surprising. I mean, you look at your friends and tell them you're taking a 9-day cruise, and where are you going? And you say Tulsa to Memphis. You're going to get a look, and we got a look today. That's what we were looking at. But
I wonder what the median age is. And I say that as a guy who's like in his early 60s now. It does, as I sit here and think about it, it might be kind of fun for a couple of days. I don't know about 9 days. I got to be honest.
Bart found it because it connects his two hometowns.
Yeah, Tulsa and Memphis.
Yeah, that's where Bart's from.
Yeah.
He's from both places.
Yeah.
So, Bart, we got a text here about you. You're not going to like it.
It's pretty bad.
Bart will blow money gambling, but laugh and show his immaturity because someone spends $12K on a trip they want to take. He ruins the show. So small-minded and rude.
Small-minded and rude.
Wow.
Wow. That's a solar plexus
play the
shot
fight song.
right there.
Yeah, it's just like they're talking about the Razorbacks, Bart. We're all just fighting our way back.
Blow money gambling. Blow money gambling is not something that's in my vocabulary, but okay.
Yeah,
Bart doesn't
blow
gamble.
money
He invests.
gambling. He
Bart
does,
invests.
and it's not.
Bart wins.
It's not a lot of money.
Bart wins.
Bart's not like blowing money gambling. Let's just get that out there. That's the true story. I mean, not that I know of.
You're a
You might
$2 across the board kind of guy.
You may have
Yeah.
you may have a problem we're unaware of, but
No, sure don't. I haven't.
You could quit anytime you want.
I haven't touched the sports betting apps in weeks.
Yeah, well, it's not football season.
did you do that just to make sure you didn't have a problem?
No,
You check
no,
your-
I just didn't.
Do you on occasion
There's nothing
check
that I was
yourself?
interested in.
Was it the Brendan Sorsby thing that kind of scared you?
No, it wasn't.
No, Bart doesn't blow money.
No, he
I
doesn't
don't,
really. It's a small wager.
By the way, look, I mean, to each their own. We've all got different things we want to do on vacation. That one's just that caught us off guard.
I didn't know there was such a
Cruise
thing.
I didn't either.
I'll be honest. I
Tulsa to
didn't know there
Memphis.
was such a thing.
But yes, spending $12,000. I'm sorry, spending $12,000 on a 9-day cruise from Tulsa to Memphis, in my opinion,
in your opinion,
is a questionable use of funds. And that is like. That is the kind of money
Let's
you
not
spend
stop there.
on a big European vacation or some sort of big thing.
You're not the target, though, Bart.
I'm not.
You're not the target demo.
I'm certainly
You are not the target demo.
I'm certainly not.
You would be the nice young man.
Bart, there are some
And,
people who have
maybe
zero
not
desire ever to go to Europe.
Yeah, no,
and they
that-
would rather
really,
discover all of Arkansas. I mean, really.
That's fine. There are ways to do it for a lot less money than that.
I don't know. Not that way.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to spend some time on the river, you can go down to the Buffalo and canoe or whatever.
But if you went to someone and said, "Hey, can you transport me on the river from Tulsa to Memphis?" They're probably going to charge you more than $5,200.
And it's all inclusive.
Yes.
And you get a place to stay, you
Free
got a
booze.
balcony, you got free food, free booze.
Again, if that's the thing you want to do,
I'm going to go. I am going
Liar.
to go.
I want to
Just
go with you, Chuck.
I am going to go just to prove to you how fun it is.
Sir, you lie.
JT.
Bart, it's day 6. I'm having the time of my life.
JT in Hot Springs. Bart doesn't have a wife that says, "I want to do this."
That's right.
Just do it.
That's right. That's exactly right.
That is a fair point, JT.
Bart does have the new schedule out. He's recrafted the schedule. So there's a couple things that can happen here. You build your program, you get the right guy in, like Ryan Silverfield, and he's changing these things and trying to get Arkansas headed in the right direction and get them more than 2 SEC wins a year. We've averaged less than 2 wins in the league for 14 years now. And the other way to do it is change the schedule, or both. So Bart's come up with a balanced schedule that the SEC will never have because it doesn't benefit.
It makes too much sense.
The SEC to have a balanced schedule. Can we go through this when we come back?
Sure.
I mean, it's not like can we do it in a way that's interesting, or is it we're not just reading schedules off?
Sure. No,
You're
I
gonna
think
explain the difference.
I think the interesting part is how you get there.
Can you tell us as opposed to us simply reading it?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's good. We appreciate the document, but
Yeah.
we didn't know if we
Yeah.
wanted to actually read
Well,
it.
no,
but
I
you
just
could
wanted to.
I like the
show
highlighted
us your work.
teams, though.
You wanted to show
The way
your work. You
use
wanted
the
an
bold-
A+.
Yeah, well,
the
you
bold
show your
print.
work. It's part of the question.
Wanted to show the work. Hey, Art of Wine at the Walton Arts Center tonight. Hey, you can experience Warfield. We talk about the Warfield Distillery out of the Idaho Highlands, distilled at like 6,000 feet. They've got organic spirits. They've got amazing whiskey. DrinkWarfield.com. You can go there and find a list of places you can get it in Arkansas. It's now Arkansas owned. But tonight at the Walton Arts Center, they've got a tasting, full product lineup, plus the Cowboy Coffee cocktail that they have at Bordino's. That is Warfield inspired. So go by the Walton Arts Center tonight if you're interested in that. Log on to drinkwarfield.com to learn more about Warfield and find some near you. 7:45 Friday. Good morning. You guys are part of my family. Everyone that listens to this show is just part of the Chuck and Bo family. We're building a community here.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
There's no better place to watch a game than Walk On Sports Bistro. With more than 60 TVs at every location, catch all the summer sports action while you cool off with mouth-watering Louisiana favorites like po' boys and gumbo, plus burgers, ice-cold draft beers, and cocktails made for hot days. Incredible food, outstanding service, and a game day atmosphere that never takes a season off. Visit one of the 5 locations across Arkansas today, including Rogers and Fayetteville. Walk On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Thinking about buying or selling a business? Well, trust the experts at Arkansas Business Brokers, powered by Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. Whether you're ready to sell a business you've built from the ground up, or you're looking for the perfect opportunity to become your own boss, Arkansas Business Brokers can guide you through every step of the process. Their experienced team helps make complex transactions simple. Text BUSINESS to 479-306-6139 for a free consultation, or visit arkansasbusinessbrokers.com.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com. You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
Because
that's
we don't
all I
want.
wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yuengling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yuengling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yuengling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. When you win, you get to say anything you want. That's what sucks. When you don't win, the other guys get to say anything they want, and you just got to take it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
National Drive-Through Day. Bart, thanks for driving through. Braun's getting breakfast today.
Thank you, Bart.
And thanks to ProLand Title for providing the breakfast fun every day here on the Chuck and Bo Show. ProLand Title helping you do your closings. They get it done. 45 offices throughout Arkansas, Arkansas natives, independently owned. That gives them the ability to put you first and the ability to say yes to transactions other companies may not be able to because of their huge range of national underwriters they have relationships with. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros, ProLand Title, ProLandTitle.com. Tell us about the schedule, Bart.
Yeah, so
the new balanced schedule you have.
Yeah, basically one of the biggest problems that the SEC has, in my opinion, is the lack of competitive balance when it comes to scheduling. This is something the NFL does so well. But time and time again, the power teams in the SEC, the traditional powers, get really easy schedules. And the teams that have struggled get really difficult schedules because they play all the winning teams. There's no balance to the schedule. It doesn't really give teams a chance to climb up from the bottom. It doesn't give them that opportunity. So I decided to fix that problem.
And in the NFL, that they do that.
Right, in the NFL, they do that. That's part of the system. So I decided to change that and fix that and do the SEC's job for them, and came up with a system of competitive balance.
And it's actually pretty good.
Came up with a system of competitive balance. What I did is I looked at all 16 SEC teams, created a 4-year average win total for each team, and then slot them into tiers. So tier 1 is Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ole Miss. Those are the 4 winningest teams on average over the past 4 years in the SEC. Slotted these teams into tiers, and then came up with a system of how these tiers would interact with each other. So you would play every team that's in your tier. So if you're a tier 1 team, you play all 3 other teams in tier 1. You play 3 games against tier 2, 2 games against tier 3, and 1 game against tier 4. The inverse of that, if you're in tier 4 like Arkansas is, along with Kentucky, Auburn, and Mississippi State, you only play 1 game against a tier 1 team, 2 against tier 2, 3 against Tier 3, and then your 3 other teams in Tier 4. So it creates a more balanced schedule where the better teams, the teams that had more success over the past 4 years, are playing a more difficult schedule, which is the way this thing should work anyway. So if you're Arkansas, instead of this slop that the SEC put together for them this year, you play Texas, LSU, Missouri, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Florida, Kentucky, Auburn, and Mississippi State. That alone increases the chance for Arkansas to have more wins this year in Ryan Silverfield's debut year, just on paper, on its surface alone. Like the Arkansas's win total, Vegas win total, would jump from 4.5 to 5.5 easily. Like that would be the number, right? And you're looking at a 3 to 4, from a 3 to 4 win season to a 5 to 6 win season, just based on competitively balancing the schedule.
I don't know if this sheet right here is the answer, but some sort of competitive balance with the schedule is. I mean, he's right. This is why it's virtually impossible to crack that glass ceiling we talk about.
I think it makes college football more entertaining. I think you bring more people in. We're stuck in this mold right now where you're a conference that's trying to help your best team stay successful.
That's right.
So they can represent you in the college football playoff, and then you can thump your chest and say, we were in the playoff or we won the national championship.
That's not the healthiest thing for the sport and for all fans and for all teams.
Well, it's like what Saban said yesterday. You may not have the best conference. You've got the one best team. There's a difference.
7:55. Good morning, Chuck and Bo Show.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Roger and the team are always there to help.
I love it. I've been doing this for 53 years, and one of the things I love most about it is our customers. Part of what makes me love the retail business is just the interaction with my customers.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
If fresh seafood is calling your name, Fish City Grill in Rogers has been answering for 20 years. Just check the chalkboard. Fresh fish comes in daily, and the specials are always worth a look. Crawfish season is rolling, the raw oysters are as good as you'll find anywhere in Arkansas, and happy hour runs Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. It's locally owned and worth every visit. It's Fish City Grill in Rogers, near the Pinnacle Hills Promenade.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at McDonaldEye.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Oh, no, I don't want Lane Kiffin at LSU. I want weird stuff going on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork. For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you, your realtor, and your loan officer every step of the way. They're independently owned, so the only priority is you. Their relationships with national underwriters allow them to say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com and get a quote today.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I do think that there is value in this because, look, I don't know how else to say it. As you build, if you're struggling, as you struggle, all of those things. Sometimes it's better to do it with kids from your own backyard than it is with kids that nobody knows anything about, because you root for kids from your own backyard. And that's one of the things, it's one of the reasons that I think it's important for all programs to sign in-state kids. And I know the portal is going to determine a lot of programs' fates. Maybe Arkansas is one of them. I don't know. But you got to have that core. I also think it grows the game. And it makes it fashionable. Now, you can say, well, it's football. I mean, what are you talking about? Football is already, you don't need to grow football anymore. I think you need to grow the idea that high school football players in Arkansas can go play for the Razorbacks. That's what a generation grew up believing. And I'm not saying it hasn't always been true. The truth is, it has always been that way. But I think the public perception perhaps has changed in that regard. And I think what he's doing there is good. Now, look, if you go out there and you're full of in-state kids and you're, nothing changes, maybe that's not the way to go. But I honestly think, Bart, what he's doing right now, I think long term, I think this benefits a lot of people. I'll just put it that way.
Hey, it's Bo. Thanks for tuning in. Hang out with Chuck and I every weekday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. live on YouTube or Twitter. Or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
I want to see the Hawks. I want to see the Hawks kick everybody's ass. I want those days back. We're the outsiders. We've always been the outsiders. We don't belong there. And then we're winning 8-9 games. We're on the SEC championship game. I want to get back to that, guys. Let's go kick some ass.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You're just talking. You're just talking.
I'm ready to roll right now, Bo.
Cheats, steals.
It's a real talk show.
Live from the Warfield Distillery Studios, Idaho's most awarded distillery.
Let it out.
Let it out.
Let it rip.
Let it go.
If you're a Hawk fan, be a Hawk fan.
Hey, Bo, you're wrong.
Come in at your own risk. Nobody's safe in here.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Madden.
Chuck's in the middle of a move, and so he's not with us for the final hour today. We're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff then. Well, not like we haven't already with the riverboat cruise from Tulsa to Memphis that Bart was fascinated by and did a deep dive in, and we heard from somebody that's going on this actual cruise, 9-day cruise, 9 days from Tulsa to Memphis, and they come back. Like on a different cruise.
Different. It would cost
Tulsa.
Another $5,200.
That minimum. You're welcome to. Where can people find that, Bart? A little free pub for the river.
AmericanCruiseLines.com.
All right, AmericanCruiseLine.com. It's Friday, and SEC Media Days has concluded. Arkansas was among the final teams yesterday. Ryan Silverfield was there. We're going to get into that for a few minutes here. Bart, we've gotten a couple of texts.
about your balanced schedule that you have presented for the SEC.
Yeah.
One of the texts said, good talk on competitive balance. Biggest issue is Georgia, Alabama, Texas can't play themselves. We have the hardest schedule yearly because we have stunk 8 out of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And then somebody else said that's a loser mentality. Such a loser mentality, competitive balance and scheduling. Well, the NFL does it.
They're pretty successful.
Is the
I wouldn't-
response
I wouldn't
there.
call them losers.
And look, whenever you are the losing team and you bring up points, you then become a whiner because you're losing. If you bring all the points up before you've ever played, like if you're Ryan Silverfield, for example, and I told him this, make all your points now about what needs to change before you ever play a game, because once you start playing and losses start mounting, then it's just a loser that's complaining about things. But if you get ahead of it on the front end and you try to change the loser mentality or the settling mentality is a maybe better way to say it. Like, this is the way things have always been done here. Or why do we have to change the light bulbs? I mean, really, do we really have to have nutrition in the building, or can they walk over to the Jones Center? We've always done it this way. But when you have had a sustained run of losing, change makes sense. What I appreciate that I've seen so far from Silverfield is he understands all the things it takes to win, and he's dug in on all the things Arkansas has been doing and has identified the things that need to change. And he's making that known now. Competitive scheduling or balanced scheduling will not happen in the SEC, but it makes sense. Your schedule, I don't care if you're Georgia or you're Arkansas, has a lot to do with how your season goes. I was listening to Steve Sarkisian talk yesterday about the Texas-Ohio State matchup that they've scheduled. They played last year. That probably cost Texas from being where they could have been in the college football playoff. If you're a 9-3 team and your record is being judged against a 10-2 or an 11-1 team that didn't play as difficult a schedule, the big controversy with the committee last year deciding the playoff teams was just that. How do you select when teams don't play the same schedule? And coaches now are saying, hey, if you're not going to award us for playing a more difficult schedule, then we're not going to play that difficult schedule because you're saying wins are the most important thing to get in the playoff. Well, that's an example of how much scheduling matters. So, yeah, it might feel like a loser mentality to talk about how you get the most difficult schedule. But when you are not playing teams that are sort of in your tier and you're playing teams that are out of your tier, you have a more difficult schedule. You say, yeah, Bo, but we're so bad everybody's above our tier. That's not true. Would you rather play Mississippi State, Vanderbilt, Missouri, just as an example, and I know some of these teams are on the schedule, Kentucky, or would you rather play Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Texas? Like, they're all in the SEC.
Yeah.
You still have an SEC schedule. So it does make a difference, and it does matter.
And that's why it at least what I did here is based on a 4-year rolling average, right? So every year teams can move up and down tiers based on how they perform, and that changes what the schedule looks like from one year to the next. It's not something that's set in stone. The other thing I'll say, Bo, when you start talking about the college football playoff, here's the thing with competitive balance scheduling. If the SEC, the Big Ten, the Big 12, and the ACC were to adopt competitive balance scheduling, right? If all 4 leagues were to adopt that or something like it, it eliminates the need entirely for the college football playoff selection committee.
Because you decide it all on the field.
Right. Everything's decided on the field. The top 4 teams from each league make a 16-team playoff or whatever that format is. Maybe, the top 5 from the Big Ten and the SEC, whatever it is. But you just go based on the standings, based on how teams did over the course of the season, because teams are playing fair and balanced schedules based relative to what they've accomplished on the field.
It's not going to happen, but it makes a lot of sense. The system we have now doesn't.
The system we have now doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Rhett Lashley's been among those that have said we're the only sport that doesn't decide on the field who's in the playoff or who plays for the championship when it comes to the postseason. It's selected.
Right.
Nobody else in the world does that in a team sport. Other than college football.
Greg Sankey, SEC office, call me. I got your solutions.
So back to Ryan Silverfield yesterday at SEC Media Days. I don't know how everybody else felt. I felt like he represented Arkansas well. And I think sometimes you got to listen and you got to pay attention if you're interested in that part of it. Like what did I learn? What did I get out of it? What did he say? Not just the headline grabbing things. Here's an interesting, to me at least, conversation with Gene Chizik, former Auburn head coach, won a national championship there, who's now an analyst for ESPN, the SEC network, Nick Saban, and Ryan Silverfield.
Did you guys catch that? 80 new players.
80 new
players. 80 new players. That's just
only have 85 on the whole team.
The whole team. So, Coach, when you walked into the building, so they were 2-10 last year. When they walked in the building, what's the first thing you noticed, like, that needs to be changed?
Believe it or not, and they actually told this story at my press conference. The day I got there, go down to meet with the team that afternoon, flew in, and we go down the hallway, and I said, hey, someone turn the lights on. Brighten them up. And they said, people looked at me, what are you talking about? And I said, let's brighten the lights up in here. And they said, this is how they've always been. I said, you got to be kidding me. And so I said, let's go to Walmart tonight. Let's buy all new light bulbs and brighten this place up. Then the lights came on. I said, this place needs to be painted. And we haven't painted in 15 years. And so those are the things that may seem like small things, but ultimately the players that were part of the retention, the few that decided to stay, and the few of the staff members said, man, we're making a difference in those things. It may be as simple as changing the light bulbs, painting some stuff. Now then it's maybe new dumbbells. Now it's, hey, are we feeding them better with better nutrition? Are we going about our business, making sure we're handling our academics? So those little things I truly believe will chip away at bigger and bigger things.
I want to give you a coaching point. Because when I went to Alabama, they kept telling me that's the way we've always done it. And I finally said, if you say that one more time, you're fired. So you need to change these things in Arkansas.
Well, wow. I'm going to just take this recording clip, and I'm just going to have it with me. I'm just going to say,
Coach Saban told me to tell you.
When you hear Saban talk like that, I think about Silverfield and how people responded to him changing the light bulbs. If Nick Saban had come in, Arkansas had hired Nick Saban, same scenario. Saban comes in, says, first thing I notice is we got to change the light bulbs in the building. Everybody would be talking at lunch about how unbelievably brilliant Saban is. And you know what happened with Silverfield? People made fun of him. Now, what's the difference? One guy's a Hall of Fame coach, the other guy is not yet. But that attention to detail is exactly what Nick Saban's about. But your biased thought on who Silverfield is before you ever see him coach a game completely impacts the way you feel about everything he says. When people talk about giving someone a chance or not giving them a chance, that's it right there. You're not giving them a chance. You think you know more than he or whomever hires him when it comes to winning football games at Arkansas. But the chances are you've never even been in a football building. Now, I've heard a lot of people saying more positive things about Silverfield, like every day that's passed since he's been here. There are still some people who just look at this like Arkansas is a losing program. They hired a loser coach, and here we go again. But I'm telling you, I can't predict what's going to happen because a lot of things have to happen. We just talked about how difficult the schedule is. We've talked endlessly about how much money they need to have to just be in the middle of the conference competing against other people in rosters. But I'll tell you what I do know is this guy has gotten it. He has figured out what it takes here. He understands what's lacking here. And he's meeting with as many people as he can to get the message across, raise money, and try to get it going in a different direction.
And I'll just add one more thing before we take a break here. If I took his name out of the equation and I said all the things I just said about your new football coach before they ever hired the person and you didn't know who it was going to be, does that sound like the kind of job description that you'd like your new coach to fulfill? I mean, just think about that. We only get to judge the results when they happen on the field, but you can judge some other things that are happening now, like flipping the recruits, getting more kids from Arkansas, all the things people have complained about. 10 of the 19 guys in the next class from Arkansas. And you don't just sign Arkansas kids because they're Arkansas kids, but you find kids that are good enough to play here and keep the best ones in state. Done that too. I mean, it looks to me like the guy's off to a pretty good start. You can jump in with your thoughts if you want to. Text 877-377-6963. Or, of course, you can call us. We're brought to you in part by Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Proud to be premier certified contractors for both Malarkey Shingles and McElroy Metal Systems. And now offering financing, like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, low fixed payments over time, no payments for 60 days. You need a new roof when you need a new roof. Maybe the insurance money isn't coming till later. Maybe it didn't cover as much as you thought it should. They'll work with you on all that. Or it might be a remodel you need to get done. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. They'll do what they say, when they say they'll do it. Teamworkbuilt.com. Built on quality. Powered by Teamwork. 8:15. Dari Noka joins us at 8:30.
There we go. Here we go. Let's take some personal shots. You want to? I mean, come on. Let's take some personal shots at him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
In a world full of shortcuts, one whiskey refused. 100% local Idaho barley, aged in Idaho's mountain climate for complexity you can taste. A spirit that answers to the land and no one else. This is not just whiskey. This is a declaration. Warfield, American single malt whiskey from Idaho's most awarded distillery. Set the standard. Available at select spirits retailers nationwide. Drink responsibly. Must be 21 or older.
Are you a real estate agent looking for more than just a place to hang your license? Then it's time to discover the difference at Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. At Weichert, you'll find industry-leading training, powerful marketing tools, hands-on support, and a team that's invested in your success. Whether you're a brand new agent or a seasoned professional, Weichert gives you the resources you need to grow your business and reach your goals. Ready to learn more? Text CAREER to 479-306-6139. Your next chapter starts here.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered.
Having what they came down here for in stock on the shelf is very important. You're going to find everything that you could possibly want. I've heard customers tell me, Bo, over the years that they may be sitting around, somebody brings up some weird name whiskey, and somebody will chime in and say, well, if anybody's got it, it's going to be Macadoodles.
Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Who says bigger is always better? Burton Pools and Spas is the area's exclusive dealer for plunge pools by Thursday Pools. In-ground fiberglass pools designed for today's lifestyles with easy maintenance and more time for fun. Cool off after work, relax with family, or host friends for game day. And right now, installed plunge pool packages start under $40,000. Stop by one of Burton Pools and Spas' 5 convenient locations or visit burtonpools.com. Burton Pools and Spas, water for a better life. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly. Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple. If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling.
You can.
If you listen closely.
You can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, it's 8:20, and Dari's coming up in a few minutes from his experience of hosting hours and hours of SEC Media Days coverage on the SEC Network, and we'll get some takes from him. We've been talking about Silverfield quite a bit, and if you're paying attention, I mean, I like what I see, I like what I'm hearing. I don't think you've had to pay that close of attention to John Calipari. It's a little bit different. He came in as a Hall of Fame coach, had a big NIL budget to be able to get the recruits that he wanted to go get in this NIL era, and he's put together another fantastic roster. They have the roster now listed. They haven't had it up forever. And just earlier this week, Bart came, into my office, just screamed down the hall like Seinfeld, Kramer coming through the door. Just, there's a schedule. And there's a roster. Here's the roster. And the roster's loaded. And by the way, I think these two guys they got to come in that reclassified from 27 to 26, I've heard some conversation about why would you do that if you're not going to play very much? Oh, I think they're going to play plenty. Like this Davion Thompson guy, Paul Biancardi told us he's a shooter. Like he's a 38 to 40% three-point shooter, can play off the ball, but can also be your backup point guard to Jordan Smith Jr. So I don't think these guys are reclassifying so they can come sit on the bench for Cal. I don't think he's going to talk a guy into reclassifying if he doesn't think he's going to play. But these guys are some of the tops in what would be the 27 class that are now joining this 26 class, which is a little bit of a new trend we've seen more of, I think, this year in college basketball. So they've had these summer practices. They're going to the Bahamas at the end of the month to play in exhibition games. There are other colleges there, but they're not playing each other. They're playing like the Bahamian national team and other teams like that. And so they're doing some practicing now. And they released something on their social media account, the Arkansas basketball program did, yesterday. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, you talk about above-the-rim highlights, and you can make things look great. I get it on social media, how something's edited. But you can't make these plays happen. They have to happen, and you can put them all together. I mean, this is a high-flying, athletic, fun team to watch. Every time you see anything they post, it's amazing. And here's a little bit of the audio from Cal coaching these guys this week.
If you're not a dog on this team, you won't play. I feel bad for you. No one got promised anything. I'm playing the dogs because if I put a bunch of dogs out there, we're not losing. You take what you want. This will be the rest of your basketball life. And you're either taking it or they're taking it from you. You're taking their lunch money or they're telling you, shut up and give me your lunch money. And then you give it to them or you fight. And when we do it to each other every day, I'm telling you, they're going to watch you play and that's how you're going to be evaluated. And if you were a dog and you impact the game, you're in good shape. And every one of you impact the game in different ways.
Here's how far they've come. They're now out there with maybe 10 dogs getting after each other. When Cal first got here, they couldn't get 10 guys on the floor together. They were beat up. They had injuries. They were just barely able to practice sometimes. Now they're able to go full on at it in the summer. And they're going to have this exhibition in the Bahamas, which I know we'll get some highlights out of that. I don't know how much coverage there will actually be, but we'll have some stuff out of it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys compete and can't wait for basketball season. And I think there's more coming on the schedule in terms of exciting non-conference games. So we'll be watching for that. All right, Bart, what are we watching on television now? We got Macadoodles, What to Watch, and it's a wasteland.
The sports landscape has dried up, so I'm gonna give you some other recommendations.
It's dried up till when? When do we have live programming?
Early August, we get the Hall of Fame game.
13 days.
I mean,
away.
is that
2
really
weeks
how
from
far
yesterday.
we have till we have something like live sporting event besides Major League Baseball?
Yes.
Yes.
And the Savannah Bananas?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, there's nothing out there.
No, it's a wasteland.
It's time
amazing
to
to
get
me.
stuff done, like real life stuff done.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It is.
Turn the TV off.
It's the way it should be.
Do some yard
Oh,
work.
I was going to say it's amazing to me that in today's world, television executives have left a gap in programming. Like, it's an opportunity for somebody.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Tubi or whoever.
I mean, there's
bust out of the
golf.
scene.
There's like random golf tournaments happening.
We don't are any of the golf tournaments notable
Not
over the next couple of weekends.
The playoffs start at some point, I guess. The 3M Open is happening right now. Some guy I've never heard of is 12 under. He leads by 4 over Gary Woodland. So there's your update.
Okay.
The FedEx St. Jude Championship, the FedEx Cup playoffs start August 13th.
We got like 2 weeks of
nothing.
It's not
get
good.
stuff done.
It's not
Watch
good.
a movie. Go to the movies.
So like go to
The
Prime.
Odyssey.
Go see the Odyssey.
Go see
It
the
was
Odyssey.
awesome.
The
3 hours in a movie theater is a long time.
Oh, it felt like you were there for like 30 minutes. It went by so fast.
Really?
Every single scene is like
That's Chris Nolan,
is
man.
awesome, man.
Chuck's moving, by the way.
It's
He's
so
not.
good.
He's not in here. Chuck's in the middle of a movie. He says it'll be the last one of his life.
The movie or the move?
The move. The move. Well, I don't think Chuck's going to the movies either.
Yeah, he might have already seen that.
Chuck's gonna have. It's gonna be like a hockey game when he sits down to watch Odyssey at home. There'll be 2 halftimes.
There's nobody who hates like fake, like sci-fi, any kind of made-up monster, like anything more than Chuck Barrett.
That's
like
very
sci-fi.
true. That's
Anything
very
that
true.
you could describe as like slightly nerdy or anything.
I'm not.
Nobody
I
hates
don't-
it more than Chuck.
Yeah,
Barrett.
me either. No, I'm right there with him.
So
I don't-
here's-
I'm not into that.
Here's the
But
top
you guys
10
sit
on.
and watch like Landman and
Yeah.
all
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Landman, Marshalls, Dutton Ranch.
Ranch. Oh,
Give me a good CIA. Give me some investigation.
I want you to
Here's
go
some-
watch the Odyssey.
Well, I will.
I think it'll blow your mind.
Ty was telling me. My son Ty told me he watched it and said it was good. But I don't know about 3 hours in a movie theater. But what are we watching?
Well, if here's the top 10 on Amazon Prime, for example, Prime Video right now. Masters of the Universe.
Yes.
Ride or Die, a new series. Project Hail Mary, which is outstanding and will be up for Best Picture at the next Oscars.
That's a movie that Chuck would hate.
Chuck would absolutely hate it, but it is a phenomenal film.
It is phenomenal.
It's very, very good. There's apparently a Legally Blonde series.
Seen that.
Off Campus.
Love that.
Um,
These are very girly shows.
Here's a movie, Moonfall. I have seen this movie. I do not recommend it. It is very bad. Do not watch this movie. But it's in the top 10 on Amazon right now. Don't get tricked. So those are a couple on Amazon. You go to Netflix. There's that new show with Will Ferrell, the Hawk.
Oh, I've heard that's terrible.
Yeah, I've heard it's very bad. He's a pro golfer. I haven't gotten into that yet. A reality series called The Ultimatum: Marry or Move On. I'm not really sure what that's about, but I
Okay.
get the idea.
We're way into the weeds now.
There's a Little House on the Prairie remake. Quarterback.
Thank you, Bart.
A new season of Quarterback on
Thank you.
Netflix.
Thank you.
How
Is
about
that out?
that?
Is that out?
Yeah, that's out.
Bart's in the Chevy
That's
of
out now.
Fayetteville Situation Room, and those are some things you can watch. Also, David and Cersei is breaking news right now. If this is correct, the Hogs exhibition games in the Bahamas are going to be telecast on Flow Sports. $19.95 for a 1-month subscription. What to watch brought to you by Macadoodles, the best assortment of beer, wine, and spirits, and a level of service that's unmatched. They'll exceed your expectations as a customer every time you go in there. Everything's easy to find. If you're looking for it, they've got it. If it's hard to find, they probably have it. If you can't find it anywhere else, check it Macadoodles, north of Bella Vista in Pineville, and at Guess Who in Bentonville. Don't forget, Wednesdays, every bottle of wine, 15% off. It's Wine Down Wednesdays every Wednesday. It's almost 8:30. Dari Noka's joining us next. Good morning.
Just get it together, people. You obviously are completely incompetent. I'm so sick of the morons, man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you or a loved one struggling with addiction? There is hope. John 316 Ministries is a free, faith-based 501c3 program that has helped more than 3,000 people transform their lives over the past 23 years. This long-term inpatient program includes lodging, counseling, medical care, and job training, all at no cost to you. In a period of 6 months to a year, you could graduate with a trade, a purpose, and a fresh start. A spiritual boot camp for men and a safe refuge for women. Log into john316thecure.com.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Getting the job done means tough and reliable equipment, and that's what WT Equipment is known for. A locally family-owned dealership with 4 locations across Arkansas, and always ready to help you get the job done. WT Equipment carries the brands you trust, like the legendary Bobcat and more, and they're offering aggressive pricing on skid steers and mini excavators. Whether you need equipment, implements, or powerful Bobcats, the friendly team at WT Equipment is ready to help. Visit WTEquip.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Experience football game days on the Hill this fall as head coach Ryan Silverfield leads the Hogs into 2026. Great home matchups line the 7-game slate in Fayetteville, including kickoff in Arkansas on September 5th, the SEC home opener versus the Georgia Bulldogs on September 19th, and a Thanksgiving weekend rivalry battle with the LSU Tigers. Season tickets start at just $300 and are available now at ArkansasRazorbacks.com.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Favorite Razorback from the Chad Morris era. Let's do that. We're doing random Razorbacks today. And Dionisio Gomez has the lead. He's the leader in the clubhouse. He is the Razorback of the day.
Brutal.
And we're going to look for your favorite Razorback during the Chad Morris era. Was it Ty Story when he came back with Western Kentucky?
It might have been. It was the loudest cheer of those 2 years was when Ty Story
I think
came
the
back.
crowd was actually rooting for Ty Story in Western Kentucky.
where's Duval Wally?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Was
Who was a running back in the Chad Morris era? Do we remember any of this? Rakeem Boyd.
That's the only person I can
Wow,
think of.
from junior college.
Because
From
Devois
Nice Chance
Whaley was
U.
he was a Bielema guy, right?
No, he played 1 year with Morris.
Did he?
He played the
Okay.
same year.
Most people did.
Yeah.
Most people played 1 year with Morris. Name the quarterback room for the Chad Morris era. How about that?
Cole Kelly,
Nick
Ty
Starkle.
Story, Nick Starkle,
Starkle.
Ben Hicks throws picks.
Ben Hicks. You don't have to take
Connor
shots at
Nolan.
people. You can
Golly,
just say,
Bart, come
golly.
on. I mean,
Connor
he
Nolan,
did his best.
Connor
you know.
Connor Nolan, John Stephen Jones,
That's right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That's like 8 quarterbacks.
and none of them won an SEC
Yeah, none of them
game.
panned out, did they?
Jack Lindsay.
Connor Nolan.
Jack Lindsay played. Yeah, that's right.
Connor
Played
Nolan's
well.
in,
Now,
in
did Jack
AAA.
play for Lunny? Did Lindsay start when Lunny had taken over?
That's a good question.
I don't recall
I believe-
exactly. I think Lunny might have been the interim then.
Better interim coach, Barry Lunny Jr., John L. Smith.
Well, people have done worse than 4-8. I think it should be probably noted there. I mean, John L. That was not a great year, but people have done
But he
worse.
sure was. He sure
People
was
have done
entertaining.
worse.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
I was just thinking this morning on the drive in, boy, it's going to be nice to see Chuck. And I don't usually think that.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Chuck's out moving here in the final hour of the program. Ryan Silverfield was among those at SEC Media Days yesterday. Dari Noko was among those there every day, hosting SEC Now, the face of the SEC Network, joining us now. Dari, have you survived the week okay? You on your last thread?
I did. Yeah, I slept great last night. I came back from dropping girls off at school and slept again. So, we're in that now, makeup sleep period of time here.
They
right now.
say you can't ever make your
standard.
sleep up, but I don't believe that. I don't ever feel like that's true. It always feels good to me
I
to
don't
catch
believe
up.
that you, I don't know that you can. I certainly don't believe that you can. Let's see. If I take a 4-hour nap this afternoon, but I only sleep 2 hours tonight, that's like 6 hours. I know it doesn't work that way. As far as making up sleep on the back end, I'm not sure. You're probably right.
Well, I know I feel better when I get it. Thoughts on Silverfield yesterday? I've talked about it a lot today, and I'll just give you a couple of thoughts. SEC Media Days is so much just from an outsider's perspective about grabbing headlines. A clip here, like the Aura thing, and we don't hear the whole context of the conversation. And he's like, oh, I've got Aura. I got a hot wife. Well, that was part of just a bigger comment. But to me, I thought, and I've thought this since I've had a few conversations with Silverfield, to me, he comes off like a guy that gets what it's going to take to win at Arkansas. What were your impressions?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to say. I mean, I heard him at the podium, and then we had him on the set with us, which was kind of cool. Yesterday I had Nick Saban on the set with us for our entire 3 hours and 45 minutes that I was up there with Saban, Chizik, and Ben Watson, and it was cool because when the coaches came up to us, there's this automatic like, oh, okay, like, the GOAT's up here. And so you get to kind of, Saban and Silverfield had talked to each other a couple of times. I think Saban does a great job of reaching out and having his own conversations with coaches, especially the new guys, to get to know them a little bit before media days. And so he did his research, but you could kind of see whether it was Silverfield or anybody else that came to the set when Saban was there is like this like respect. And so there's a humility there that Saban basically makes you have because there's only one of him. And Silverfield, I think, kind of showed that a little bit. But at the same time, when he left the set, Nick and us, even off the air, we're talking about like he gets it. And that was kind of the overriding thought from his conversation with us is, This is not going to be easy. It's going to be total roster transformation. Got to figure out the quarterback thing. We're not overly concerned about how difficult our schedule is because it is the SEC. I've won anywhere that I've been before, and I can get this done. It doesn't seem like it's overwhelming to him, which is great to hear, but at the same time, he's not fooling himself or anybody else and pretending that, hey, we're here to compete this year for a conference championship. That's not the mindset he seems to be carrying here. And I'm okay with that. You've got to have some semblance of reality here.
Dari, you talked to all of these guys, all of these new coaches, and there were some fans who were disappointed. They wanted a big name, or they thought they were getting Alex Golesh, and then they got Silverfield, which to me, I'm like, I don't really know how you distinguish a massive difference between these two guys. It's not like one's a Hall of Famer and one's not. I'm not talking about how they present themselves or the things they say. I'm talking about, when I ask this question, who they really are. When you talk to them, how do you think Silverfield stacks up with the other coaches? I'm talking about it from a substance standpoint.
I think he was as real about who he is as any of the new coaches. So Sumrall comes in, and I'm not saying that these guys aren't real. I don't know them well enough. But, Sumrall comes in, and there's intensity and the whole thing about the cell phone ringing. And, he comes in with this aura of, like, I'm going to bust some heads and kick some ass. And then there's Golesh, who's a little bit more understated, but he also, hey, I'm this offensive guy. I know I can get it done. I tell you, when you talk about the Auburn stuff, Golesh is fine. But I got to talk to Byron Brown a lot, and that dude's a stud. That's a good dude right there. That's an easy-to-root-for guy. Stein, a little bit of, look, I had no issue with him talking about why do I believe in this? Well, I know this is going to come across a certain way, but, well, me. I'm fine with that. I don't even really equate that to Cignetti. I think there was a lot of real self-awareness in that statement on Stein's part. I'm okay with that. Silverfield, to me, was the most just kind of dude-ish guy. I thought the aura comment was pretty funny. But what it does is it shows that, like, I don't need to be somebody I'm not. Here's who I am. I'm a football coach. I win where I go. I know what to do. It's going to take time. I'm not an ass. I'm not arrogant. I'm just down-to-earth Ryan Silverfield. And I think that there's a refreshing element to that. Of the four new guys to this league, I just think he was kind of the most, hey, you could go out, you could have dinner with him or have a beer with him. He's not going to be over the top. He's not going to be crazy. He's not going to BS you. You're just going to have a dude-to-dude conversation, and I appreciated that about it.
I think that resonates with the players. I think that you get what you get. It's consistent, and I was told this when he came in. Like, one of the reasons that he wasn't as highly thought of from a outward, popularity fan perspective was because he hasn't spent a bunch of time marketing himself. I mean, I had a PR agent call me, and she said, "I don't think you realize how good this coach is." He just doesn't put it all out there, but go look at all the numbers.
I think the thing, Bo, like I was saying this yesterday on doing a little bit, 2 days ago, doing my radio show from the hotel room before I went and did the television stuff. I said, I'll be honest, Ryan Silverfield could walk into my hotel room right now and look me in the eye, and I would have no freaking idea who it was. I'd be like, why are you in my room? And who the hell are you? I would have no idea who he was. Because to what you're saying, he just goes out and coaches football and wins. It doesn't. We don't need all the pomp and circumstance. We don't need all that other stuff. We don't need the press conference statements. We don't need the over tweeting. We don't need any of that stuff. You just at Arkansas, right? And everybody. You just need a dude that's going to go coach, recruit well, get along with his players, be somebody players want to play for out of high school and or the portal. Understand the challenges ahead, which include NIL challenges, which include it's a rebuild situation there, and he's just going to go coach football. We don't need to know what he looks like. We don't need to know any of that stuff. That's going to come with time and coaching and winning at this level now. But yeah, I would certainly believe that. Like he's probably a better football coach than anybody wants to give him credit for. And the only reason they don't give him credit for it now, or he wasn't the splash hire, is because we didn't know who he was. And so you're trusting Hunter Yurchek and the search firm or whoever they used to find him to have hit a home run here, and maybe they did.
Yeah, it's not going to be quick. I mean, it's going to be a tough year, I think. But I'm looking at this from more of a 2-year. I know when we say it's going to take time, I don't mean like 5 years. But I'm just saying I think it takes you a year to kind of get, especially given where Arkansas was with everything. But I think they'll look better on the field. I'm anxious to just see kind of how it goes. I think most people thought Dari Nokowith, SEC Network, hosted just hours and hours of coverage on the SEC Network of SEC Media Days. A lot of people probably thought coming into this that Lane Kiffin would make a bunch of headlines. Lane Kiffin, has he rounded off? Has Jimmy Sexton said, hey, man, let's just maybe put the social media. I mean, he said his kid, challenged him that he couldn't be on his phone, and he put it down. But, like, Lane Kiffin didn't seem, in the stuff I saw from him, he didn't seem like a guy that's still trying to kind of get everybody's attention. Hey, look at me. He just seemed more like a well-rounded, even-keel guy. Is that real, or, like, do we still have Lane Kiffin being Lane Kiffin? Like, what did you think of his time there?
I thought he did a really, really good job of coming across like a guy who's just kind of figured things out. Now, does it mean he has? Absolutely not. Like Lane Kiffin, more than any coach I've ever known, like you hear him talk and you're like, okay, I don't know, maybe that's true. I don't know. I'm not sure if it is. I mean, he could be BSing me to death. I have no idea. But Bo, I mean, I think we've probably had this conversation, you and I together, that Lane Kiffin is the most overrated soundbite there is. Everybody thinks he's going to go to the microphone and just say a bunch of stuff that ticks everybody off, and he really doesn't. Most of the stuff that comes from him, it comes from, like, social media, more of the controversial stuff. He's not the most entertaining soundbite at all. And so I didn't expect him to be yesterday, but what was fun is when he came to the set and we had Nick Saban there with him, those two are very tight still, despite, what we remember when they were coaching together for 3 years at Bama and the butt chewings that Saban would give him and essentially like sending him out on an island before their last national championship game together and all that stuff. There's still a lot of like love between those two, but it was kind of funny because that was where, not at the podium, but on our set is where Kiffin was like the most real. And he talked about, it's like, when your dad's telling you things as a kid and you're not listening because you think he doesn't know anything and you're going to do it your own way, and then eventually you kind of become that and you're like, oh, now I kind of know what they're saying. And he goes back to when Saban, what did he never have? He never had social media. He never let it distract you. He said it takes you away from what's important. And now here I am doing this exact same thing. And he looks at Nick and he goes, and I know Nick's probably over there going like, yeah, no blank, Lane, and it's like, there seems to be a little bit more self-awareness, but I know that how many times in the past have we said that about Lane? And then he ends up, living the it's all about Lane Kiffin life again. So I don't know what I trust, but I did feel better about him yesterday. I just don't know if that'll even last until tomorrow.
I'll tell you what's great is Saban being on these shows. Yeah. I mean, we'll wrap it up with this, but to me, like he just brings some sanity to a media world that's sometimes just hyperbolic. I mean, it's just a bunch of hyperbole and whatever. And it's like you got I'm not even saying it's the old guy, but you got the veteran of common sense sitting over there just kind of bringing some reality and sense to everything. I particularly have just really enjoyed it.
Yes, I've done a couple shows with him. Yesterday was the most fun I think he had. He laughed more than I'd seen him laugh. He smiled more than I'd seen him smile. And I'll one last quick story before I know you got to go, but we're doing a segment, and Randy, our producer, says to me in my ear, says, all right, we're going to tease Heisman talk when we come back. And now I'm sitting there, and I got Saban sitting 2 seats over from me, and I'm like, all right, he's going to just love this. Like, let's start talking Heisman in July, right? And so we're going to break, and I said, all right, I'm not going to look at you, Nick. I'm not going to look at you because I know what you think, but when we come back, we're talking Heisman Trophy. And I kind of did sneak a peek at him, and he's staring at me, and he's just shaking his head. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to talk Heisman on the other side. He doesn't want to talk Heisman on the other side. He wants to just talk ball, and he wants to talk challenges the teams face and so on and so forth. but it's that honesty, like it's that unfiltered honesty that he brings you that is really, really cool. I'll be honest, I don't love, like the times I've worked with him in the past, I haven't necessarily loved it. It feels a little more uptight, and you know us, like we're incredibly loose all the time, almost wheels off sometimes. But he was the most loose I've ever seen him with me, and I enjoyed the hell out of it.
I think he's getting it. Like he's getting the feel for it.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Anyhow, as a viewer, I love it. I think it's great for college football fans. Dari, you're great for college football fans. You're great for the SEC. You're great for the Chuck and Bo Show. You're just great. Love having you on. You're a great friend, and I'm glad you get maybe a couple days of downtime now. Thanks for making time for us at the end of a busy week, buddy.
You got it, brother. You got it.
Talk soon, man. Thank you.
Yep.
Dari Nowkhah, SEC Network, SEC Now. We like to call him the face of the SEC Network. If you're watching games. Flow TV, by the way, is going to have the games in the Bahamas for the basketball team. You confirm that?
I've confirmed that, yeah.
That means you can watch them at walk-ons. And any sporting events, great place to go. 60 TVs or more in every location. Great food across the board. I mean, really, just fantastic. And while you're there, ask about Yuengling Flight. Flight by Yuengling is the next generation of light beer. 95 calories, but tastes like a Yuengling. Take your beer game to a new level with a Flight by Yuengling. 8:49. Good morning, Chuck and Bo. Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality and powered by Teamwork.
Man, I love spending time at Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark. Members enjoy it all. They've got state-of-the-art practice facilities, dining, events, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, as well as tennis and pickleball courts. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. Big Creek Country Club and Mountain Home. Your home away from home.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
You know, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
For over 20 years, ProLand Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, our team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you every step of the way. They're independently owned, so their only priority is you. ProLand Title can say yes when others can't. Cheer for the pigs, close with the pros. Visit ProLandTitle.com to get a quote today.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com. Ben Blakeman joining us to talk about something they've been doing for 35 years, helping Arkansans with their stories and jewelry.
You know, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel confident. We want you to be educated. And we have a larger selection. We have more opportunities, more availability. Some people come in knowing exactly what they want. Some people come in having never been into a jewelry store before. We want both experiences to exceed all expectations.
Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
That is absurd to me and anybody who has a brain. Like anybody with any active brain cells at all. like what are you?
I have brain cells, but they're not always active.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
People listen to the show all over the world. Today, they're listening in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Steven in Sherwood has texted in the show and sent us a picture. He's listening from the Frontier Days Rodeo in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Go Hogs. Steven, you go. He sent us a photo.
That's a big event, like a very, very big event. It lasts for like a week and a half or something like that, or close to it. And I think it's getting close to wrapping up. This weekend's the last weekend, but it's rodeo, concerts. I mean, there are all sorts of. I pulled up the list of events. It's a big deal.
Places I'd like to go to do the show.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like fun. Other than the fact that we'd have to get up an hour earlier.
I mean, we've done that.
Yeah,
we've done worse than that. We've been on the road and then the West Coast, every NCAA tournament.
I mean, would you like to see the Cheyenne Gunslingers? Because I would. The Chuck Wagon Cook-Off. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm intrigued.
That's something.
Is that where Chuck ran off
could
to
be
as
involved
well?
with.
Maybe.
It's his event.
Chuck's moving today. It's moving day for Chuck.
To
I don't
Wyoming?
think it's just one day. But
Pancake breakfast. Pancake breakfast.
I'm in.
Hello.
Nobody likes a good stack of hotcakes like Riley.
That's very true.
What can I say? I love pancakes.
See?
When's the last time you had pancakes, Riley?
Oh, probably the last time I had them here, so like 2 months ago.
Well, those aren't really. We got like a big stack from McDonald's. I mean, have you been to like
counts.
get
We
one
need
of
a
these?
griddle in the office.
A griddle.
Yeah.
We need a lot of things in the office. We need to be like Silverfield
Let's
is,
start with
walking
the griddle.
around the football program.
Let's change
saying,
the lights.
"We're changing
We
this.
need
I'm not
we're
doing it,
changing
Joe.
that." Last time
I'll
Bart
climb
changed
up
the
that
light bulb,
part.
half of it ended up in his hand. He got one stitch. Well, you got some things to change, and we'll try to do it over the weekend and do it again on Monday. Have a great Razorback weekend.
This is Chuck Barrett, and I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye Associates for my recent cataract surgery. They took great care of me. You have to have good vision to be the voice of the Razorbacks, and I'm glad I trusted my eyes to McDonald Eye. I learned patients of all ages have a lot of options when it comes to modern surgery to reduce or even eliminate your eyeglasses. They've been taking care of patients for over 50 years, and that says a lot. So for your best vision, trust McDonald Eye. Online and same-day appointments at McDonaldEye.com.
Summer may be the off-season for the Razorbacks, but it's the perfect season for the restaurant at Stonebreaker. Located in Fayetteville on Markham Hill, the restaurant at Stonebreaker features seasonal menus built around fresh Arkansas ingredients. Plus, enjoy inviting spaces to gather with friends and family. Whether you're stopping in for drinks at the bar, dinner on the screened porch, or relaxed evening in the parlor, you're sure to find something worth coming back for. This summer, pull up a chair on the hill. Visit StonebreakerHotel.com for more information. That's StonebreakerHotel.com.
Life is better with community banking from First Security, where personal connections make a difference every day. Families get bankers who know their names, know their needs, and love to help. Businesses work with responsive lenders who make fast local decisions that help build success. And communities thrive with First Security because our team is rooted here too. Choose the power of personal. First Security. Bank better. FSbank.com, member FDIC.
Summer in Arkansas means long days outside.
Whether you're headed to the lake, playing 18, or firing up the grill with friends, summer in Arkansas keeps you moving.
And with all those summer activities, you're going to need a beer that keeps up.
And that's where Yingling Flight comes in. Just 95 calories, 2.6 grams of carbs, brewed for people who like to stay active and still enjoy a great tasting beer.
Make Yingling Flight part of your summer plan.
Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Enjoy responsibly.
You know, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. When it comes to a roof or remodel, you want somebody that's going to do what they say they're going to do. They're going to come in on time and on budget. And you might need it right now and can't afford it at this moment. Well, Teamwork has a plan for you. Now offering financing options like 0 down, 0% for 12 months, or low fixed payments over time and no payments for 60 days. Log on to their website, teamworkbuilt.com. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, empowered by Teamwork. For over 25 years, Pro Land Title has been making title insurance easy for Arkansas families. Founded right here in Arkansas with over 45 offices statewide, their team of title insurance veterans will work alongside you